Hello, adventurers. Where we last left off at the behest of Professor Gray of Mulgrave University, the four of you entered the cogs through a secret forgotten entrance to investigate his theory of another manifest zone opening and disrupting the manifest zone of Serenia that supports the city of Sharn's many floating amenities. After dealing with a large lobster-like aberration inhabiting the sewer cistern, four of you entered some strange cathedral-like hall hidden in the sewer, where you stumbled upon some strange ritual being conducted by a cult of the dragon below that was seemingly summoning some massive aberrant biomass from another plane. You defeated the cultists and stopped the ritual, and then discovered their prisoner, a dark lantern by the name of Dana, who revealed that she was captured while also investigating the manifest zone. You freed her and returned to Dr. Gray empty-handed, having been sworn to secrecy by Dana about the whole ordeal. Then you contacted, or more, he contacted you, Banksy, your handler from the Boromar clan, and you accepted a job from him where you were to ambush a shipment of dragon blood being imported by the Darsk clan the next evening. Things went sideways when it seemed the Darsk were anticipating the ambush, and you were attacked by an enormous troll, apparently named Schmel, going off the mad chantings of the kobolds that were accompanying him. A fiery melee ensued, where Ronan was dragged into the harbor and then eviscerated by the troll, sadly bleeding out before the party could help him, and dying there in the harbor.
And that's where we left him. Alright, next adventure.
Alright, bringing us to where we are now. So, with Ronan's corpse laying on a Tensor's floated disc, summoned by Rook, you push his body like a stretcher through the Docks District, up to Precarious, and then into Lower Jura towards the Gate of Gold, heading for the small defunct Jurasco healing house run by Nora. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Or did we? No, yeah, that's what we decided on.
Yeah, that's what we were doing, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, so around an hour later, you arrive at the healing house. It's around 10 AM. The streets are fairly quiet. You sort of all enter, making a ruckus as you bring Ronan's floating body through the door and into the main ward where Nora looks after all the patients. You find both her and her sister, your acquaintance Amelia, both sitting in front of the fire when you enter. They sort of turn. Amelia, spotting Ronan's floating corpse, lets out a shriek and sprints across the room towards him.
What happened to him?
He fell.
Can you help us?
Can you help us? Can you fix him?
I might be able to. I'll need a diamond.
What? A diamond? Can't you just like cast some healing spells on him or something?
Oh, he's dead, Rook.
But just bring him back. Aren't you meant to be a healer?
Yes, I can.
Would we get him a
I
mechanic?
can possibly resurrect him, but I'll need a diamond as a reagent for the spell.
What sort of diamond?
How big of a diamond?
Fairly decent sized one. Worth exactly 500 gold pieces, according to my spell entry.
Well, I'll be happy to contribute towards that. I guess if we each...
Well, I mean, Ronan's got that much money in his pocket.
Oh, if he's considering paying for it, if you know that, then...
Let's ask him.
Hey, Ronan, would you like us...
Chet,
What?
where can we find a diamond at this time?
It's... Can you say it was like 10 in the
It's PM.
morning?
No, it's 10
Oh,
in the
10
PM.
p.m. What about that? Your fucking dodgy fence dude.
Oh, son.
Kid?
Sundry.
We could probably wake him up.
Alright. I mean, it's as good a shot as any. Alright, I'm gonna leave. And head.
I'll come with you.
Can we, this is to Nora and Amelia. Can we, like, you know, stop him from breaking down?
Sort of way ahead of you. She's already gentle reposing his body. She tears like running down her face. She calls out after you, Rook. She's like, "Hurry! Every second matters."
Alright, I'm gonna start sprinting.
I'll give chase as well.
Alright, so you sprint over to the upper level to the bazaar to Middle Jura. You find that the market is in its usual sort of full swing, late night sort of eateries opening up, people coming and going, still fairly busy. Sundry's shop has closed for the evening, but you can attempt to knock at the door to see if anyone's there.
I'm not knocking, I'm fucking pounding on this door.
You sir,
Sundry!
you pound on the door. You see a lantern flicker on in the upper story, and then half a minute or so later, footsteps coming down the stairs and a lantern in the lower story. He moves over and Sundry, dressed in his PJs, sort of opens the door. Oi, Rook.
Sundry, do you have a diamond? Worth at least 500 gold?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure I do, yeah. Can I wait till morning?
I need it. I'll pay you right now. I need a diamond.
Yeah, right. Come in, Rocky. Come on.
Alright, I'll walk behind him like maybe a step too close. Antsy.
He sort of goes behind the counter, rummages around in strangely keeping this set of keys inside his PJs as well. Rummages around, pulls out a key, and then opens a safe in the wall. Pulls out a decent-sized diamond, probably the size of a large marble. Like, yeah, this one. Got this one here, Rookie.
Yeah, how much is it, mate? How much?
To be honest, I was going to charge a little more, but since it's you, 500 gold.
Alright, I'm gonna count out 50 platinum.
Alright,
Is this alright?
yeah, that's fine, Rookie. He
Alright.
lets out a yawn. He's like, oh, what's
I'm
this
gonna
about?
dump
You
the
in trouble
platinum.
or something? You gambling?
I'm snatching the diamond and running away.
He's like, alright, see you, Rookie.
I'll explain it later, mate!
Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Yeah, nice to meet you
Wanders
too.
out.
Good. Bye. He
Yeah.
locks the door behind us.
Where'd you go? Turns around and starts looking for him, sees him and just starts running after him.
You sprint back down to the Gate of Gold and back to the healing house. While Rook and Chet have been gone for the better part of an hour, Zero, you sort of had a quick talk with Amelia and Nora. Amelia had left her safe house for the evening, and then the next morning was planning on meeting up with you guys, which is why she was at the healing house already. But yes, Rook and Chet reappear, breathing heavily almost an hour later.
I imagine Chet's able to keep up with me pretty easily.
Oh yeah, I'm a very athletic boy.
Yeah, so it'll be me huffing and puffing, and Chet just jogging along beside me. Just lazily jogging.
Amelia sort of runs over straight away. She's like, "Did you find it?"
I'll just hold it aloft and just kind of shove it into her hands. We found it.
He said it was worth exactly 500 gold pieces.
Yes, good. No, it looks big enough. She takes it. They've sort of laid Ronan out on one of the ward beds. She walks over and begins making arcane gestures, chanting. Begins to hold the diamond tightly in a fist. It begins to glow and emit a radiant golden light. Nora sort of steps over to her. She's like, "You're gonna do it without an augury? Are you fucking insane?" She's sort of like tears rolling down her face. Turns to Nora. She's like, "Don't try to stop me."
Wait, what's an augury? Should we get one? Can we get one?
Where
right
you look into the future and see if it'll be bad to bring this creature back.
Nora sort of takes a few steps back, looks at the rest of you. She's like, "You might want to take a few steps back."
All right, lady. I'll take a few steps back. I'm not sure what this kind of wizardry is.
Listen, if
I'll obviously back up as well.
if you see anything emerge besides Ronan, fucking kill it.
Well, hang on. I didn't know that this was going to be this dangerous.
Amelia
I'm committed to it.
begins to chant even louder. There's an explosion of radiant light. So, before we see what happens, we're going to rewind time to a few hours ago. Rodan,
Yes.
after you fall into darkness, in the depths of the harbor is your lifeless corpse. Sinks. Time seems to stop for a second. You find your consciousness plucked on the material plane. And everything goes dark for what seems like an eternity. Eventually, sight returns to you. You awaken in some underground, almost sort of masonry tunnel, but old and ancient, like a dark catacomb. Despite the lack of light, you're able to see the walls, the long winding hall ahead of you. As you look down at your own body, you find it's, instead of seeing a solid, warforged existence, you find an ethereal, almost misty, like trail following you. You look down at your own hands and you see a ectoplasmic kind of appendage rather than an arm. Shapeless, formless, almost not being able to remember your own name. Several words sort of pulse through your head. Blade, Wanderer, Ronin. You struggle to reclaim your former self. Your memories all of a sudden come flooding back. You remember the troll grabbing you, diving into the harbor. More flashes of memory, watching a village of people you love burning to the ground. You drift through the tunnel aimlessly, passing other lost souls, other ephemeral, floating beings gliding around, some of them reaching out to you and pointlessly clawing through you. Even the mist itself, drifting around the tunnel, feels alive. You hear a voice, disembodied, coming from up ahead in the tunnel. Blade. Come to me now. There's no need to be afraid.
Does Ronan recognize the voice?
Not at all.
He continues forward towards the voice.
Tunnel winds back and forth, intersections, crossings, past hundreds, thousands of souls drifting around. Somehow you know the way that you're supposed to go towards the voice. Eventually you see a light up ahead. The tunnel widens into a cavern. Sort of a rough stone bridge crossing over a chasm. The chasm filled with writhing souls intertwining around each other and floating. Across the other side of the bridge, a large staircase leading up to an enormous tower sculpted out of the side of the cavern. Two huge stone doors, 30 feet high, waiting. You drift towards them. As you rise up the staircase, the door opens. Two flaming blue torches on either side of the door flicker, despite there not being any wind. And you enter the large hall on the other side of the door. In front of you, an enormous library. Bookshelves bigger than any human. Books 2 to 3 feet height, inches thick, lining the walls of this tower. As you look up, must be hundreds of feet higher before you can see any roof. Spirits sort of drifting around back and forth. Various beings, more than just humanoids. Dragons, deceased animals. All sorts just go milling around. You see an enormous construct. Some kind of automaton sculpted out of whatever, the same stone and steel minerals that you saw in the tunnels outside, just ambling about. And in the center of the room, a 12-foot tall, slim, dark, cloaked figure, turning the pages of an enormous book, scribing in them with a quill that must be at least a meter long. The faceless void underneath the hood sort of turns to face the door. Enter, Blade.
I walk to the towering figure.
I interview all the denizens that enter our realm. Tell me, Blade, Wanderer, Ronin, Do you have any regrets?
Many.
He sort of
Many.
looks you over, continues to write in his book. My, so much violence, much pain. You glance over to the corner of the room, you see a small bench. Some strange denizen of this realm that you're in, poring over one of the books. Sitting next to him on the bench, you see the ethereal shade of your deceased friend, Shana.
Oh, god damn it, Josh. Does Ronan recognize her?
You do, yeah.
Yeah? Ronan's gonna...
Shana?
As you beeline in her direction, you see another sort of towering shade floating above her. A strange creature, sort of made up of a shade just like you and her. It's sort of made up of enormous writhing tentacles forming into a sort of insect-like form. It's floating around her. Its singular eye, one large sort of glowing, gaping hole in its massive tendrils, just floating around her, minding its own business. She looks up to you and it's like a vacant look as you address her. Shana. Sounds familiar.
That's your name.
I have a name.
So sorry, sorry that I was late.
Were you?
I was. I tried my best to get there, but it just wasn't enough.
It's okay. There's no pain here. You feel sort of hug at the back of your mind. Some strange pull. You're not sure where it's coming from. The hooded man addresses you again. We're not done yet. You must finish your interview.
Yes.
He's gonna walk back over to the creature.
As you glide back across the room, you feel the strange pull at the back of your mind again. As you look down, you see that your form sort of seems to be dissolving away at the bottom, sort of spaghettifying, getting pulled into some strange singularity. The hooded man looks down at you and takes his quill off the page, sort of cocks his head to the side. Ah. Apparently your story's not finished yet. He sort of closes the book and like presses marks the page with the quill. I guess we'll finish this another time.
What do you mean?
You feel your mind being, again, falling into darkness as the rest of your form spaghettifies. It's sucked into, like, sort of, it collapses in on itself. The last thing you see, a strange insectoid creature sort of glides away from Kashana and towards your form. It begins to spaghettify as well, and you feel some strange sensation as it begins to merge with you. You see the hooded man turn to the side and say, "And where do you think you're going?" And your vision goes to darkness.
Spooky.
So small.
Back in
I'm
Shan.
just craving spaghetti now.
What was that?
I'm just craving spaghetti now. All the talk of spaghettification.
Back in Shan, with a flourish, a fist above her head, Amelia slams her free hand that's not holding the diamond down on Ronan's chest. Ronan, you find yourself coming back to consciousness with a snap.
Do I see everything, like, all my peripherals are back, everything? I can see what's going on. What's the first thing I see? The first thing I see is Amelia.
Amelia's standing over you, yeah.
Yeah, go straight for the embrace.
She returns the hug and then sort of pushes you back down. She's like, "No, lay down, you still have open wounds."
Thank you so much.
Chet takes off his top
What happened?
You died.
Died?
I don't know how. What did this to him?
The troll, it killed you.
Smell?
Yes.
Is he dead?
You know, the big fella. Yeah, I'll put my pike in the back of his nape. I think we killed him. It's good to see you back. I must admit. I mean, you look as pretty as a peach compared to what you looked like before.
Thank you, Jed. It's good to see you too. Thank you for killing Smell.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Chet's kind of looking around the room with his two scimitars out just in case something's coming back with him.
Ronan, she casts a cure wounds on you and you gain 15 HP. So you came back to life with one.
Yep. I would also like to cast Cure Wounds on him. Set my little spider one up to, I don't know, put some zip ties on him or something.
Big one. Another 12. Between your
Yeah,
spider
I'll,
bites. Yeah, go on.
I'll just like, yeah, take Amelia's hands. Like it's okay. You've done enough. We've got it.
I'm not leaving him, Ciro.
Well,
Whatever? Or
you don't have to do all the work, Amelia. You've already done far more than we could.
I mean, I'd like to help, but I can't.
She places a hand on your chest, Ronan, just like, right here. You're going to have resurrection sickness for a few days. It's not going to feel good.
Well, considering what just happened, I'll take any amount of pain.
Make sure you get plenty of rest.
I will. Thank you, everyone.
glad to see you back, mate.
As
But
kind as everyone's shown me.
I will just say this, right? You do owe me 500 gold.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy. It's just like when you just come back
no.
dead, you know. I mean, obviously feeling right awful or whatever, but
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of owe him as well, Rook, for losing all of his stuff in the bay.
what?
No,
what me?
I actually, and
That was entirely you, mate.
Chet pulls out from under his fashionable jacket your wakatashi and your katana.
Oh.
I'm sorry that I couldn't find the scabbards, but I dove in after they pulled you out and grabbed these for you.
Shouldn't have. Thank you so much. It's quite
Well,
sensitive.
you know, Queen of the Depths is sometimes a giver.
Gee, my God.
Yep. She can be a bitch at the same time, trust me.
Sounds like. Yeah. Thank you again. Thank you, everyone.
As Amelia sort of gets pulled into the corner of the room by Nora. They seem to be having some quiet, heated discussion.
Can we relax yet?
I'm gonna walk over to them.
As you do, you sort of you catch like bits and pieces. It's like, it's fucking reckless, Amelia. This is how you got tangled up in this fucking conspiracy nonsense in the first place. You could have wiped out the entire healing house.
It's everything okay over here?
Nora sort of glances over. She's like, no, everything's fine, Zero. Everything turned out okay.
Chet will walk over to Ronan and start asking questions. So, was it as terrifying as they said it was gonna be? You know, constantly being pulled underwater and thrown around in the sea for eternity?
Just quickly, does Ronan have any recollection of all the things that happened in the ethereal realm?
You don't. You have vague flashes of memory, but you don't, like, vividly remember what you just experienced.
Yeah, okay.
I don't remember a whole lot, just flashes. The most strongest memory is seeing my old friend Shana's face. I do remember that.
Well, at least the ones you loved are still there. They do say that you can see them afterwards, but I always imagine it wouldn't be too nice spending time with them, constantly being, you know, pushed around by waves and being attacked by dolphins and sharks and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Chet, where did you hear all these stories about the afterlife? Was it on the ocean when you were pirating?
Yeah, a few of it. I guess it kind of started off when I was a child. I don't remember much of my childhood, but when the pirates took me in and, you know, showed me the ways of how to lead the life out on the water, after every time that we raided a ship, we'd always make sure we gave at least a quarter of it back to the sea. And this is for,
Seems
obviously.
like a waste, to be honest.
Well, no. We always got safe passage because we did such a thing. Umberly allowed us to, you know, just tempered the sea water so we'd always get back in time. And,
do you think maybe you were just like good at navigating or whatever and just avoided all the rough seas?
Well, I mean, gets back to superstition. You know, you hear stories about people who don't do these rituals and do these things and prayers for Umberly, and they get lost out at sea, or they even get consumed by her, and then you lose all your hope. I mean, you gotta take that.
Could it just be that the people that do the rituals are the careful ones, and the people that don't are the reckless ones?
I can assure you we were quite reckless at times. But now that, yeah, the Great Queen of the Sea was good to us. Made sure we came home safe when we paid what was due to her.
Alright, mate.
And luckily none of us ended up catching that dreaded curse.
I'll say, Rook, you've never heard of the name Umberly before?
Okay.
Have I or Zero?
No one has. Zero, probably like the closest. Zero, from what he's describing, it sounds like the Dark Six sovereign called the Devourer.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, while Chet and Rook are having that discussion, I want to ask Amelia. You said before that if anything came back that wasn't Ronan, what did you mean exactly?
Yeah, do we have to be careful?
We've one of the, more upper class healing houses perform a resurrection. They'll carry out an augury first to make sure that nothing is going to go wrong. If it looks like it's going to go bad, then the resurrection won't be performed. And going bad is a bit of a broad term. It can range for anything from summoning the wrong person back to the wrong body, or summoning a extraplanar being that then destroys everything around the body.
Oh dear.
But that's not going to happen here,
Oh,
right?
Unless this thing's pretending to be Ronan. Ronan, are you actually an extraplanar being?
I don't think so.
Sounds about right.
We all normal.
Either way, it's a...
he like clink clink clink.
Either way, it clearly wasn't Ronan's time.
It wasn't my time, thanks to all of you here. Thank you, Nora, for letting me use your house to have to perform.
Well, you know, if I hadn't let Amelia do it, I'd say she would have just burned the place down anyway, so...
Ronan cracks a little small smile.
So now what?
Well, you need to rest.
Yes.
So you have Resurrection Sickness giving you -4 to all your D20 rolls.
Oh!
It heals.
Well, you can go back to being dead.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. I'm not understanding it. You know?
Every long rest reduces the penalty by 1.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, I guess I'll just stay in the healing house.
Nora, can I stay here while I rest? You don't have any accommodation.
Hey, yeah, sure, that's... Of course. Any friend of Ciro's?
Thank you.
Where are the rest of you staying?
I guess not here, because you said
Well,
any friend of Ciro's,
We're
right?
staying in the inn.
I've only just met him, but what do associates get?
I mean, I obviously don't have the space for all of you bed-wise. You're welcome to sleep on the floor.
Sorry, we can go,
some time
back
on
to the inn,
wooden
yeah?
floors. I guess so, but I'm a bit worried about these folk and not Ciro, but what they might have brought back with them. But they said it was fine, so I guess.
Well, if
Yeah.
Ciro, if you want to stay here, and just
Would it
like
be
keep an eye
easier
on
if I came with you? I can try and walk.
He's gonna try and like get up and walk off the table, or like push himself off the table. But do I collapse?
No, I mean, it's shaky, but it's fine. You can support yourself.
Yeah.
Well, hot dang. This
I-
looks like
I
you
think
found your legs.
I think so.
Yeah.
I could make it back to the inn. In case anything does happen, probably best to be around the 3 of you who have the abilities to put me back in the
What
ground
about
again.
him? What about you, Amelia? Aren't you supposed to be in, some kind of safe house?
I was. Nora told me you wanted to see me.
Oh, yes, I wanted to give you something.
Maybe she should come back with us?
No, it's fine. I'll head back to the safe house tomorrow morning.
And you're certain that you weren't followed here?
Yes, I'm certain. I had escorts.
When can I see you again?
Just send for me through Nora.
Okay, I will. Do you have money?
I have no need of it. It's alright. The clan's looking after me.
Alright, well. Nora. Take this.
Ron's gonna give her, what's it called? 10 platinum?
Fuck, she is rolling in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's really not necessary.
Please.
Well, I noticed you haven't bought yourself any shoes yet, so...
Yes, yes, I've been busy.
Please, just take it. bit more good with it than I can. At least as a thank you.
Ronan.
Sorry, Rook, I've got you covered.
Oh, alright, all good, mate. Like, in your own time or whatever, but...
When we get back to the inn.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay. Shall we away?
Alright, do you want a bit of ease of transport, as it were?
Yeah, I can give you a piggyback if you like.
Well, I was just gonna do this, and I'll send forth my Tensor's floating disk.
Well, hey. Well, that's only the second strangest thing. Wait, no, I've already seen that, haven't I?
Yeah, you've already seen
Yeah, I have. Well, that's how we
Rook.
brought you back.
Oh. This is... You know, I've known you for some time, Rookin. You always seem to surprise me.
Always got a trick up my sleeve. You got
That you
opening
do.
parts.
You don't have any sleeves.
I mean, my metaphorical sleeves, as it were.
Yeah, Sarah, I don't
He's
think
got
he
compartments.
made it literally.
I would like to cast Enlarge Reduce on Zero.
Yeah, okay. Which way?
Reduce.
Reduce.
What?
Make a con save, please.
What the or, wait, do you have to take a con save if you willingly allow it to happen?
I don't willingly
I don't
allow
think he's
it.
willingly take. Oh,
You
Sarah,
are now half your size.
shrink to halfling size.
Oh my god!
Whoa, hey,
What, bro?
hey there.
What?
Now
What's
let's
that?
eat, young man.
What?
Look at you, so funny.
Pointing upwards.
Now you'll fit in here with your friends
Why
at
just-
the healing house.
Is this permanent, Rook?
Yep.
Why have you done this to me?
Is it
Because I
actually
thought it'd be funny.
No.
Oh, God.
Chet will get down on his, like, kind of like squat down onto his, like, with his hands on his knees towards him and go, "Would you like a piggyback, young man?" I can carry if you like. I could have carried you before, but this, you know, with your short, stocky legs and all.
Alright, I'll release
Zero scowls and he's like, "Yes, I would."
I'll release the concentration on it.
Yeah, as I'm picking him up, I'm like, "Oh, fuck you." Still put you on my shoulders. I put you on my shoulders.
Yeah, for that brief second series, you were quite cute though.
Yeah, don't talk about my sleeves again, alright?
You sure Ronan came back alright?
Chet looking up at you, it's just like, I think he's fine. You gonna
Shall
stay
we
up
away?
there?
No, you can put me down now.
Ah, that's fine. I'll keep hold of you. He starts walking.
Uh,
It was an interesting ritual we just watched.
And what does it look like?
Well, like she kind of was just saying words. I didn't understand most of them. A lot of hand gestures, you know, and holding this big old diamond up into the roof. She kind of hit you in the chest, and you came back. I don't remember what happened to Diamond. Maybe she pocketed it, but yeah,
Did,
apparently it was important to the ritual.
Is that what the 500 gold was for?
Did you say what? Sorry, I didn't hear that
Yeah,
last
she
bit.
said
Yes.
she needed a...
Yeah, she needed a diamond worth 500 gold pieces, I believe.
Seems like an awful lot.
Well, I don't know. It depends how much you attribute to the cost of life.
I guess like 500 gold, right? As we just
I mean,
found
now
out.
we know. Now we know. If we ever take a contract for a murder, now we know how much a life costs. Or a decent life, should we say.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, Ronan's a cut above, isn't he? Worth at least 600 gold, I reckon.
Chet, like, directly looks into the eyes of Rook and says, "If I die, don't let me go to that afterlife. It's not a nice place to be."
after you,
You want me to bring you back like we did with Ronan?
Yeah, I don't want to die. Well, permanently.
I mean,
This is this Rook.
Alright.
I need to know you'll do the same for me.
absolutely,
I will,
I'll do the
I
same.
will.
I just
Thanks,
don't
Ronan.
think that what you think the afterlife is what it actually is.
Well, I'm not excited to find out.
Yeah.
I really don't want to be there. He doesn't remember it, probably because, the whole thing where you forget things that are terrible. I forget what it's called, but
I
I
don't.
don't.
No, man, I remember this goblin that we met,
Yeah?
and he was fucking terrible.
How do you mean?
It was a bit crass.
Let's just say he was a fiery sort.
Oh, that's
Some kind of wizard or something?
Something like that.
Something. Yeah.
a wizard was involved anyway.
Ah, fair enough.
Uh,
And by the sounds of it, he met his end.
Yeah, unexpectedly.
well,
What was this gentleman like?
It was unpleasant. Were you not listening to anything?
He had his quirks.
Sounds like it's pretty common for you guys to befriend people who end up dying.
Well, no. So he wasn't our friend. So
we just worked a job with him.
you'll be safe. And I like pat you on the head.
Thanks, dear. I know I can trust in you.
So,
Well, shall we away, lads? Because this disc ain't gonna last forever.
if we could, I don't think we could.
I thought we were walking.
Yeah, I just assumed this was a
Okay,
conversation on the way to the inn.
Yeah, we were doing it while we were
Yeah,
walking.
so I think yeah.
All right, disregard.
How close are we? Like, are we still in Lower Jura?
Yeah, you're only a district away, so about 15 minutes later, you arrive back at the Flaming Anvil.
Just a quick question.
Hmm?
What would the equivalent season be at the moment in Shan? Just curious.
It is still spring.
Spring.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Very nice, very nice.
I think we're like month 2 into spring. Although 5 degrees at the moment, pretty cold.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It sounded like we were going
it's
into
like
winter.
it's like Canberra spring.
Yeah, Canberra spring. It's a good way to
We're
describe it,
almost
actually. So you arrive back at the Flaming Anvil and enter. There's a few patrons around, but it's nearly midnight. It's sort of quietening down for the evening. You're able to make your way back to your room without distraction. And unless you want to do anything else, you're free to long rest.
I
Renan's
accidentally
gonna go,
forget to stoop as I
"Bam."
walk through the doorway.
What?
Oh, sorry, Cyril.
Oh, I'm Sira's gonna like, be hitting you as you walk towards the thing. He's like, stop, stop, stop.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking to myself. Sorry. Here, I'll let you down now. He just picks you up with his arms and just full extend arm puts you down.
So when I went to go long rest, it comes up. It's like restore life. It's like recover. Your character is dead. Restore life with full HP or restore life with 1 HP. So that's pretty cool.
I'll take watch, Josh. I just want to watch Ronan more than anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'll take
discuss
watch.
something with Rook.
Okay.
Well, and Chet if he's not going to.
Well, I guess I'll be settling down. Like
Ronan,
laying
I'll
out
go.
my pants, laying out my new pants and jacket and shirt. Put my hat on, like on something nice, just making sure I'm getting all the creases out. Spit shine in my boots.
I pull out yesterday's copy of the Shan Inquisitive.
Right.
I just put it in front of Rook. Like, they're hang on, rummage around for the letter that we got recovered from Rock Bay.
Which letter?
The one that was like 2 targets absent,
Oh, right. Yeah, the one you found.
redoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, new plan required or whatever that was.
Yep.
Is it letter at the Rock facility? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is that in the handouts?
It's just in handouts.
Oh
at the
yeah,
bottom.
okay, got it. Yeah.
Alright, look. 2 targets absent. And then when I went to the gala, 2 of the heads of state didn't go. But now, and I pull up the copy of the Shan Inquisitive. But now, they might be, they might be coming to this. They've been invited to this wedding.
Wedding.
Right, what are you saying? That last time there was a gala, something was meant to go down, but... You reckon
Yes,
they're
there was
planning
the
for this time?
disbursement, remember? The whole reason why we went to the gala.
Yeah.
Because we thought that these shady people were going to be... Well, they were going to do something. The plan, the letter that we found and I translated, and I'll show you that one as well. It says disbursement. And this was the date of the gala. But then they didn't do anything. Because 2 targets were absent, and there were the 2 heads of state that weren't there. And now they've been invited to this wedding. Which is happening in
10 days.
10 days. I think we need to get into that wedding.
That's a mighty big favour to pull. Unless you're talking about getting in there all sneaky.
Well, look, you got me.
I mean, I don't want to be rude, mate, but you stick out like a sore thumb.
I know, but I can be sneaky when I need to be.
I meant more like dressing up as waiters, sneaky, not actual in the vents kind of sneaky.
Either or, I don't mind which. I can get uniforms. As rough as I may look, I can tidy up pretty well. When needed.
I mean, judging by that outfit you are displaying,
Hey, don't look.
you don't need to convince me, mate.
I haven't had this kind of money in a long time. I thought I'd splash a little bit, you know. Nice. Being able to, you know, look after yourself every now and again.
Yeah.
Josh, do we know where the officers of the Shan Inquisitive are?
It would be easy enough to find out where it is.
Alright, so if we got 10 days, I mean, is it possible that we could stop whatever they're planning before those 10 days are up?
Would we know
Well,
exactly
we
what
don't
they're
know
planning?
who they are. We don't know what
Yeah.
they're... there's too many things we don't know.
Well, we do know that they're in cahoots with Rollo, right?
Yes, and we do know that we probably can't go back there again. Unless
Well-
we want to kill everyone there.
I mean, the whole point of that little scouting mission the other day was to see if the bottom of the Moonwell Tower was guarded.
Oh, accessible. Yeah.
So that's a potential point of entry. I mean, like you said, it's probably heavily guarded at the top, but if we can just find out what they're doing, there might be another way.
We could also, I mean, do you think that whatever's going on in the tower is going to be related to whatever they're planning for this wedding?
I mean, it's connected somehow, right? Like, it says in that letter that that Rollo's success is the deadline.
I suppose it's the only lead we've really got.
I mean, I can talk to Banksy and see if he can, or see if he knows the way that we can get into the wedding, but I think that's going to be a tall bloody order.
Well,
Could always
you
pay
know,
them to do so.
I've you know, Lady Boromar is a little bit partial to me.
Alright, you try your wiles then, mate. and I'll try and think of a way we can work on the Moonwell Tower. All right. We need to see Banksy anyway, so might as well talk to him about it then. Do we know who the two people that weren't there are?
The leaders of.
It was.
I just had.
It was the king.
Thrain
of,
and Karnath.
Yeah, it was the king of Karnath and the caretaker of Thrain, who is and I think she's 8
there
or
it is.
12 years old.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Alright. Well, I guess that's tomorrow's problem. You're right if we head up and see Banksy first thing. Zero.
I have no issues with it.
Because we got to get Ronan into some, well, into a proper bed.
He is in a proper bed.
He's in a fucking tavern.
Well, Banksy did promise
he's-
us real estate.
I mean, in an inn.
We are in and in.
Yeah.
Strange.
I mean, have you seen how shit these beds are?
Yeah, but he's robot.
He's not a robot.
Okay, well he's made of metal.
They can still feel
I'm
things.
sure it doesn't matter what kind of bed he's on. All gonna feel the same to him.
I'm glad
Alright.
Ronan's not hearing this.
Just trying
Like,
to be nice.
look at him. And I'm like, ting. See?
Leaking motor oil and stuff on the sheets.
Ronan, you don't, even though you're usually in your sentry's rest state and aware of what's happening around you, you actually have heard none of this, because for the first time ever in your life, you're actually asleep.
Oh,
See, look how tuckered out he is.
Well, coming back from the dead's probably gotta do a lot about it, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he probably doesn't care what kind of bed it is. He's actually asleep.
Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't now, but like maybe in a day or two he's gonna care. It needs proper rest, not the kind of shit rest that you get at this place.
I think
Look, if
we'll
that
keep
is
him.
not properly resting, then I don't know what is, okay? Like, look at him. I hit him. Ting! See? Stop hitting me! He's asleep.
Ronan, in the you fall into a deep sleep and come to consciousness inside of the wooden hut that you lived in the village with the color star.
oh shit.
You awaken on your bed pallet on the floor and look around. Something feels off. You glance out the window and you see nothing but a never-ending expanse of darkness with what appears to be just a galaxy of stars drifting around. You hear a voice from behind you, the other side of the room. There's not much room in here, is there?
Ronan's gonna turn around.
Who's there?
You turn around and you see the floating tendril insect-like being that was floating above Kashana's head in the other realm. Only it seems to have been given physical form here, no longer ethereal, no longer a shade like you and Kashana were. And it has like more color and seems to be made of solid matter. It's wistfully floating around the room, just doing little twirls and curling around. Hello.
Hello.
This is Tor all over again.
Who are you?
My name's Ashana.
Shana.
Yes, your friend Kashana's namesake. Sort of like drifts around you, like coils his long tendril body sort of around you without actually touching, just kind of like doing circles in a spiral. I am the Cory that inhabited her mind. When she died, I died too. That wasn't fun.
No, apologies. It was my fault that she passed.
But that's okay, because I'm with you now.
So... What? How?
I'm inside your mind, as I was once inside Kashana's.
I didn't realize that you could come in to a Warforged mind.
Yes, I wasn't sure if it would work either. Truth be told, my memory had almost completely faded in that other place.
But why did you want to come and attach yourself to me?
Still work to be done, Ronan. I'm not done yet. Now we have to
Destruction of the
avenge
Dark.
Kashana too, Ronan. We have to avenge her.
Of course, that's always the plan.
Good, good. And then once we're done that, we're going to go fight the Cory too. Doesn't that sound fun?
What have they done?
The Cory, terrible people. Terrible beings, taking over the people's minds of Salona.
Aren't you?
Perhaps
Well-
you should go see your friend Ayataro. He'll explain more to you.
Very well, Ashana. Just to be on the same footing, you don't intend to harm me or my friends, do you?
Of course not. You're my vessel now, and my best friend. My bestest friend.
Oh. Let's kick some ass.
There's this like there's like this
Slash back tendril.
there's this reverberating like toong noise as Zero like flicks on your head in the material plane. What was that?
What was that?
I don't know.
I don't even know how. How am I here? I don't.
Oh,
What?
this is your mind.
But I don't sleep.
You do now.
Oh. Is this how we communicate? Only when I sleep?
Yes, you could talk to me in dreams, Ronan.
Okay. Well, how do I wake up?
Oh, like this. He sort of curls his tail around and smashes it into you, and you fly out the door, like into the void. Just like screaming, just like ah! You wake up in the bed, and you wake up in the bed in the inn the next morning.
Is everyone asleep?
Ah, well, I'm sure everyone rouses at roughly the same time. Maybe you slept a little longer than everybody else, being the first time you've slept and all.
You probably see like all of us like crowding around you, and they're like, "I think he's dead."
How does one look for a pulse on a being like this?
Because Ronan doesn't breathe, does he?
No,
So he's just not, he's completely immobile.
it's inert.
Well, Chet will start giving him CPR.
Good morning. Oh, good morning, Chet.
Hey. Good morning. It's good to see you back on the living plane.
What time is it?
Early. Around 8.
It's around 8, yeah.
That was strange.
So I've
Yeah, how was
Ronan, if you scroll to the bottom of your features tab, you've got a new feat.
Oh shit. Let's scroll out 1 second.
I want to die and get feats, not just make new characters.
So
Diane Shan.
you've lost the benefits of your Sentry's Rest race feature.
Okay, yep.
And you now have the Kalash Star dual mind race feature, which gives you advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Ah, cool.
But you're also you have to sleep now when you long rest.
Yep.
Like a normal being, and you are also now susceptible to sleep effects like spells and things.
Okay,
Ooh.
sure.
But
He did come back a real boy.
almost a real boy.
It's gonna be like the Bicentennial Man. Ronan will gradually make himself more human.
For funsies, I rolled a D100 on the reincarnate table today. You know what it was? I rolled a 90 and it was human.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Oh man.
How much does that cost to do reincarnate?
I think it's a level 5 spell too, so it's probably around the same. Probably a different reagent, but I imagine it'll cost the same.
Yeah, around the same. All right. Well, what's the plan, gentlemen? Go see Banksy.
Josh, while Ronan was sleeping and I was just kind of sitting there having my watch, I would like to have made him some small flexible plates of armor that fit over the top of his existing armor.
Okay. Is that
Just
an
like-
infusion? Or?
Yeah, an infusion. So I'll get rid of my rope of climbing.
Okay. Ronan, you have +1 AC to your armor again.
Yeah.
So 18 normally and 19 when you're dual wielding.
And I would also like to have a tiny little piece of metal in the center, just kind of distinct, but still set into the pieces of armor.
Yeah.
That smells kind of like a field of strawberries. I'll use my magical tinkering to make it smell like a field of strawberries.
Bad. An armor infusion.
What?
A strawberry scented armor infusion.
Yeah.
I'm trying to what's it called? Add +1 to my armor, but it keeps changing it to 1. Is it that one? Left of it? Nope, that makes it 2.
There should be like some override on the if you click on it and the sidebar opens.
Yeah, it does but the override makes it the override rather than. What if I go?
Maybe just add a +1 armor.
Oh, there we go. Magical.
Because it does make it magical.
Yeah, it's a magic, but it's +1 magic bonus. Sweet, awesome.
Thank
Alright.
you, Rook.
You're alright, mate. I feel a bit guilty because I did take that away from you.
No, none of this their fault, but I believe I owe you this.
He's going to give Rook 50. Is it 50 platinum?
Yeah.
Just gonna put that down. 50. Remove 50 platinum.
You know,
Thank
Chet
you,
and I
Gav.
had something to do with it too, you know.
You know I paid for the bloody diamond, right?
We fished his body out of the harbour.
Well, then make your own case for why you deserve. I didn't get paid anything extra. He's just paying back
It's a
his
debt
due.
due and it's been returned. That's all.
It's called a death debt where I come from, or something. I'm not sure.
Did you really want recompense, Zero?
No. But if you're giving out money, I mean, I won't say no.
Yeah, Chet. I will burn some.
I would, but I'm actually quite strapped.
I'm not. I don't need your money. It's quite fine, sir.
Oh, thank you, Chet.
It's alright. It's alright.
So, what's the plan? Are we gonna go see Banksy about this house? Actually, what happened with the job after well, you know.
I mean, not a lot. We took you over to.
Killed the troll and left.
Didn't we burn the ship?
We
Oh.
I tried to.
Oh, okay, good. So we
Burned it
didn't
a
go the
little
ship. A little bit?
Still-
Okay.
Did,
it.
till
I'm
the
ass-
dockmaster
I'm assuming
started
you'll be
yelling
in
at
the
you and telling
newspaper.
you not to burn the ship.
Well, it's good we probably didn't burn it. I feel like the guard would have come in. It'd be very suspicious why all the guards went that off early. But, I'm not sure about you, Rook. I know Sarah might have something to say, but a little bit annoyed at Banksy's terrible information. because that was a setup and a half, and I've been set up quite a few times. Well, once.
Yeah, I
Banksy
feel like
set it up for us to die.
I don't think Banksy's set up for us to die. I think he's sources.
No, I'm pretty sure he's
up.
just incompetent.
I think they got a source leak.
Hey Siri, can you please not say that when we're in front of him?
Alright, yeah, okay.
You can say it around me. I don't care because
Alright, I promise I won't call Banksy incompetent.
or anything, any synonym of that, please.
Ronan is going to roll an insight check on 0. Oh, I don't.
I love those dice.
Lovely.
Dead, right?
Oh, what the hell? I should be
Still
dead.
says you're
anymore.
dead.
That's weird.
Zero promises not to call Banksy incompetent.
I did ask to not use any synonyms.
I never agreed to that.
Alright, alright.
I guess we're just gonna have to risk it.
I mean, look, he's gonna... You know every time you antagonize him, he hates you a little bit more, right?
As long as he doesn't hate you, Rob.
Yeah, but, you know, hanging out with bad company and all that, that's what he'll be thinking. Why am I hanging out with this dickhead? I don't think you're a dickhead, Zero. I think you just... misunderstood.
I mean, I think he can be a dick occasionally.
This is true. But he's our dick, so...
Was that Chet or was that Old Dark
Ain't my
speaking
dick.
from the grave?
I don't know what you're hollering about, but he ain't my dick.
It's a... never mind. Well, I've got some things I'd like to sell at the fence, so...
Okay.
Go.
Oh,
I'll-
yeah. I should probably go apologize to Sundry.
Why is
We
that?
did kind of wake him up early, didn't we?
Yeah, we kind of ran to his shop and woke him up, you know, late at night.
Ah,
And
is that where you got the diamond from?
yeah, badgered him
Huh.
for it pretty quick, and I have a feeling he might be annoyed with me.
Ah, well, I'm sure if he made a sale, he probably wouldn't have got that.
I feel like he kind of sold it to me at price though, so I don't know if he made any money. Alright, well, we're going that way, so
Let's go.
let's get on.
Yep.
Alright, heading to the bazaar.
Yep.
Ooh. Not a single black screen so far.
Yeah,
Don't
boy.
Fantastic.
say it, Josh!
Ah. Doing it. Microsoft Edge! Never thought I'd come around to Microsoft Edge, but here we are.
Hey, oh, actually, are you using the Chromium-based one?
There's a Chromium-based one?
Yeah, so...
I don't know, I just used the one
it-
that was pre-installed on Windows.
No, is it like... Does it look like... Is it the E, or is it...
Oh,
look
you know
kinda
what?
like
It
all-
supports Chrome's extensions and stuff, so it must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only reason I could
Chrome is
use.
good.
That's the only reason I could get Beyond 20 on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it gets it from the
Yeah.
Chrome store.
Ah, Linux boys. That's where it's at.
Alright, so you guys make your way over to, up to the bazaar. It's early morning. The smell of barbecued breakfast meats lingering on the air. Merchants setting up shop for the day. Where are you heading first?
I think I'll have a quick look around for Banksy.
Alright.
You
Sundry's-
see Zero like sniffing the air. He's like, "Do you smell strawberries?"
I smell street meats.
That is- I thought it was just me. I smelled strawberries as well.
I think it's just the street meats, guys.
Chet, is it your new clothes?
I mean, I haven't had time to
Shit,
put on
I'm
my
like-
perfume.
Nope.
No, I don't smell that bad, thank you very much. I
You
lick
definitely
myself
don't smell
clean.
like strawberries though.
You've all watched Chet in his daily morning ritual of licking himself clean. Just imagine a very long arm
Can he lick it? He can't. There's no way he can lick his elbow. It'll be like out to here.
Well, hell, it's tough.
Maybe he's got a really long tongue. He's like.
Well, I must admit there are parts that I can't get access to. I've been humiliated by that.
Moving on. You
I normally get knee down and elbow down, and that's most of it.
No perception check necessary because you know the places by now where Banksy usually hangs out. You check the barbecue pit first. He's not there. You check the bakery. You see a familiar half-bald head reflecting off the morning sun, glinting through the bakery window. Banksy seems to be pointing at various things behind the display glass, and like
Ciro's like stands out the glass. He's like, "Hey, Bonksy!"
You see, he's like that. He goes like rigid at hearing the voice, and like slaps coins down on the counter, and then turns around with like a basket of baked goods, and just like just look of disgust as he locks eyes with you, Ciro, through the window.
With him outside, I'm like,
I'm gonna slide in front of Ciro. Like,
see, his demeanor perks up a little bit. He steps outside.
"Morning, Bonksy."
Would anyone except for Ciro like a baked treat?
I actually would love one, mate.
I'll give it a go, I guess.
I'm okay.
Thank you. Ooh, these are quite delectable.
Oh, okay, go on,
Careful,
Ciro.
guys. He might
Ciro.
drop them the same way he dropped the ball last night.
Alright, you know what, Ciro? Never mind. There you go.
He's just salty because, well, we had an incident.
Me? I'm not the only one, thank you, kid.
Yeah, I'm pretty salty.
I have been informed. And I am sorry that happened to you, lads.
Wait, you've only just now been informed? What kind of state were you in the other day when you gave us this mission?
Not literally just fucking now. What, you think the baker told me about it?
Were you... Were you not informed when you gave us this mission?
I did not know they were counting on us, dicking them over. I don't know. Somehow they knew that we have control of the harbour now.
You do know?
Listen, you cunt.
At this point,
I'm going to pay you for the job. Do you want payment or not?
You better quieten down. Gentlemen's talking. Ciro.
I apologized for what happened to you. But nobody got hurt and everything's fine. Well, the dust got hurt.
Ciro just turns around and just like, you know, yeah, Ciro knows he won't be constructive. So he just turns around and like folds his arms and just like looks out to the crowd.
Well,
Jet will stand in front of him.
We did have Ronan Kaka on us, but we
talk about Ronan's standing right here.
Yeah, we went to a healing house.
What, you actually fucking died?
Yeah, legit fucking died.
Alright, let me rephrase that. Ronan got hurt, but he's alright now. And everything's hunky-dory.
I turn around and just slap Banksy across the face.
Dude, Chet jumps on Ciro.
God! Are you fucking kidding me?
Make a roll to hit at disadvantage. Unarmed strike. Because Chet is body blocking you.
No, let him hit Banksy first, and then I will try and do a grapple.
Okay, alright, roll without disadvantage. Yeah. Alright, let's roll with normal. No. You take a slap at him, and he sort of like just ducks back like just in time as your hand just grazes the air in front of his nose. It's like, hey, fucking watch it.
I'm sick of being sent into suicidal situations based on your half-cocked information, Banksy. So can you just get your life together and start giving us actual information?
Listen, you fucky tit. You are speaking to a representative of the most powerful family in the fucking city. The information I feed to you comes directly from them. So if you have a fucking problem with it, take it up with Sidon Boromar! I was fucking nice. I offer you fucking baked goods.
When this is happening, Ronan's gonna lean over to Rourke and be like,
So, Zero lied.
About what?
About everything. He said he wasn't going to say anything. He said...
I said I wasn't going to call him incompetent.
Yeah, he said that he wasn't going to say specific things, but I mean, I think we always knew that he was going to blow up, didn't we?
Yeah, it's true.
We just got to ride the storm out, mate. Let them argue, and we'll
Now,
talk calmly when it's all done.
I promised the kid that I wouldn't insult you, so I'm just going to stop talking now, and you can talk to him. And I'll, like, step back away from him.
Jed is, like, throwing daggers at you pretty much with his eyes.
Is everyone enjoying their
Not
black ooze
impressed.
bread pudding? Because my breakfast is thoroughly fucking ruined. He drops his baked good back into the basket. Alright, Rocky, come here. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a very silver key. A sort of at the rounded end of it, the bit of the key you hold when you're putting it in the door lock, it's sort of engraved into a design of like vines, like twisting around the little loophole. Like, here's your key, here's your fucking address. I was gonna escort you there, but now you can all fuck off.
Oh, I was okay. Sorry about him, Banksy. All right. I mean,
I will say this, Banksy, just quickly though.
Yes, mate.
No offense, but I would have to say that you probably have a leak.
Yeah, noted, Ronan. We're gonna try and work out what went wrong last night.
Well, when you find a leak, and you need help, I'm ready.
Oh, good to know. Wish we had more soldiers like you.
Well, appreciate it.
Right, now, unless anyone has anything to ruin the rest of my fucking day, I've got business to play.
I mean, I hate to pile on, Banksy.
What is it?
We got a favor to ask.
What do you mean, we? He sort of glances at Zero.
Well, I've got a favor to ask. I made a few connections last night in regards to what we think Rollo's planning and the stuff we've seen on the road. And we think something's going to go down at the wedding, on the 21st.
What, with that Ertain lass?
Yeah, that's it. I was wondering, do you reckon you could score us some invites?
You see, like, the look on his face is just like, the audacity. It's so okay. I suppose you want me to butter up a lira for you then?
I mean, yes.
Maybe you could throw in the fact that I died.
Because it's you, ask your rookie. I'll see what I can do. You're like a son to me.
Thanks, Banksy. Sorry about Zero as well. I mean, he can be a bit of a prick, but I mean, we did have one of our friends go down. I mean, I hope you can understand why he's a bit apoplectic, as it were.
Yes, these are a very emotional time for all of us. He turns around and whistles as he sort of walks off.
I'm gonna turn back to Ryan and be like, "Whew, saved that one, I think." Shit me.
Good job.
Trying to be diplomatic as a street rat. Oh, that's something new.
Hey, you learn quick. So, a lot of people think that they're your father.
I just got that natural boyish charm, mate.
I wouldn't know.
Wait, Zero isn't actually your father?
No.
I'm quite confused. You have two dads?
Well, father figures, sure. I don't really have a dad.
Well, I think one of them's just a complete idiot.
Which
He's
one?
he's
You know what,
emotionally charged.
I don't want to know.
I'm still confused about which one I'm talking about.
Shall we go see Sundry? I got to
Yeah, we've got to go apologise to him now, don't we?
well, I've got some gems we picked up. Like I picked up in the dungeon, so yeah, we can defend some.
Alright, well.
You cross the bazaar over to Sundry's shop. Just opened up for the morning. The magical chime cantrip goes off as you push the door open. He looks up. He's like, "Yeah, or is it? Oh, hello, Oi, rookie. Head
Hey,
still
mate.
on your shoulders, then."
Yeah, look, sorry about last night. We had a bit of a situation. We had to go kind of as quick as possible. Sorry to barge in and wake you up and all that.
Oh, mate. It's quite all right, mate. It seemed like it was a pretty dire situation, and
It was.
Yeah, we got it all sorted though. It helped a lot. So thanks for that.
glad I could be of service.
And speaking of gemstones, I have some here that you might want to have a look at.
Like, oh, do tell.
I'm gonna walk over and drop a little sack of gems.
Ooh. He sort of like puts his little monocle on and examines them all, and he's like, "Well, these are all pretty fucking good, mate. Yeah, I'll take them."
Excellent. How much we?
Oh, let's tally this up. What do we got here? So I think they're all 50 gold pieces worth each one.
There was 10, so 50 gold. 500 gold.
Yeah, there was 10. Yeah. So yeah, he offers
10.
you 500 gold for them.
Excellent. I will take. I'll take that.
Thank you. And also, what do you think this would be worth?
I pull out the Kyber Dragon shard.
He just said, "Fuck me! Where did you get this?"
Oh,
You know what?
It fell.
You know what? I don't want to know. This is some hot
Yeah.
shit.
Well, yeah. It might be worth. I wanted to see if we can gauge it. I might come back in a little while when it's a bit safer to
Yeah, he like examines it for a bit. He even gets out like this strange little instrument. It has it's like a tiny little clockwork thing on a base with like a little spinning wheel, and he like has a little probe, and he like touches it to the crystal, and it makes like a whistling noise. It's like, and he's like, this chunk here, it's 1,000 gold pieces worth, mate.
Oh. Shit.
Okay, just quickly, what are these, besides like the ritual that we found at Troll, are they used for anything else?
They're so Kyber dragon shards, mostly used for binding magics.
Okay.
They're used as power sources for a lot of things involving elementals. They basically can bind different beings inside them. So like they can bind elementals to power the lightning rail and the airships.
Right.
For example,
Yep.
down in the dungeon where you found it, it was being used to bind like extraplanar, whatever the fuck it was, coming through that portal, like to your plane.
Yep. Cool. All right.
So for you guys, like there are uses, but it's more on the mechanics side. It's more like we just kind of make it up as we go.
Yeah. Cool. Well.
Rook, did you want us to keep it, or like this is a party's thing, so we're gonna either share the proceeds, or if you have any ideas for it?
I mean, I don't think we should sell it.
Don't think so.
Well, they're hard to come by. What if we found a use for one of them?
Look, that's a fair judgment.
I mean, look, we're not really strapped. I mean, as much as I love cash, right? We're not really strapped for it at the moment.
This is true. Alright, Sundry, how about this? Thank you for the appraisal. If we do end up selling it, coming straight to you.
Fair enough, mate. To be honest, it wouldn't be on my premises very fucking long, that thing.
Now, another thing, would you know where I could buy or get someone to custom make me some scabbards?
I mean, I just kind of deal in, dodgy goods.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there's
Well,
plenty of
do
leather
you know
workers
anyone?
you can find, respectable leather workers you can find up in Central or Memphis.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the hot tip. Toodles.
Toodles, yes.
Can I ask you something, Sundry? Just curious about something.
Yes, my tall friend.
Do you have anything in your extensive wares that can maybe give me a bit more protection other than a shield or some armor?
Would you be speaking of things of a more magical nature?
I guess so. I just wasn't sure what the term we should use for it would be. Even if you don't have it, if you were able to acquire such an object for me.
I'll tell you what, mate. Leave it with me. I'll see what I can do. Come back and see me.
Very kindly. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Also, Sundry, there is something I've been looking for. Well, I've been thinking about. This armor that I've got on. I was thinking about an upgrade. If you got one, because it's quite clinky and it doesn't really work all that well.
What do you mean exactly?
Well, this is just like scale mail, right?
Right.
I was wondering if you had any like solid breastplates around.
Oh, breastplates, yeah. Let me have a look. I have something out back, Plenty of corpses around. Sometimes they're wearing breastplates. He just kind of mutters to himself as he wanders out the back. He comes back in a few minutes later. Is breastplate with like just a clear like blood stain like down the front of it, and he's like, "Oh, hang on, let me just polish this down for you a little bit, mate."
You didn't do that yourself, did you?
Well, no, of course not. He pulls out this little wand from below his bench and sort of waves it over it, and you see the blood like slowly like drift, like as though some invisible force is like wiping it down. You even hear this like and eventually the blood is wiped away. He's like, "There we go, good as new." He sits it down on the bench, and you swear you even see like this little ping, like fucking visual clean sparkliness on it. Well, there's one breastplate there, my friend. Family discount. I give it to you for 350 gold pieces.
That's a steal. Do you want this scale mail in exchange?
Actually, I'll have that, kid.
The scale mail. It's quite heavy, mate.
Is it? Maybe not.
Part of the reason I'm getting rid of it.
Do you have anything a bit lighter than this? Perhaps, Sundry?
Oh, what you want? Something leather or?
No, something a bit more like protective.
Padded?
Like chain maybe.
Chain? Yeah, I can probably let me have a look out back there. I think the same fella I pulled this off has some chain underneath. Actually, let me go. Sorry, that sounded wrong. That sounded wrong. I don't have any corpses out here.
I exchange a glance with Rook. I'm like, ugh.
He's alright. He's alright. I mean, at least he's got stuff, right? Don't ask questions. Is the old saying in Calliston or the Bazaar, wherever we are?
Sean.
Yeah, look. I mean,
he comes back into the room with like a very, very large scale mail shirt. Again, blood stains all over it. And he gives it a wave with his little wand, and it cleans up and goes all shiny. And he's like, "Here we go, mate. It looks a little big. I pull. This came off an orc. It's orc-sized, but you could get it altered. Why, maybe even Rookie here can have a go at it. Maybe.
Yeah, I could give it a go.
Pull a couple of chain links out of it.
Might take me a while, but I'll get there.
How much?
No, well, probably 40 gold pieces for that one.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'll hand him the money.
Just before we leave, Chet would like to ask for one more thing. He kind of looks to the left at these guys and looks to the right. And you remember the scene from behind Inglourious Bastards, where the guy who Brad Pitt's character is pretending to speak Spanish. Oh no, was it Spanish or was it?
Italian. Bongiorno.
Yeah, the Italian. Sorry, Italian. He leans on the desk and starts speaking in thieves' cant to
And Thieves' Cant is more of like a system of like gestures and sign language. But
well, Salan, happen see thin tools roll the trade.
It's like,
which means do you happen to have the tools of the trade?
Ipsnail te out Akbay. He exits the room. Is you asking for thieves' tools?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the tools of the trade in Thieves' Cant?
Yeah,
I said to him.
He's like, I should be able to throw something together for you there, mate. Let me stuck back here. And,
you could understand that?
here we go, mate. That would be 20 gold pieces.
Thank you, can. Which is thank Thieves' Cant for thank you kindly.
Ronan and Rook. I'm like, did I just have a stroke, or like was he just talking in gibberish and that guy somehow understood him?
You know, there's things for different languages, mate.
But that wasn't a language. That was
A language that you know.
It's not a language you may be aware of. I mean, I can speak other languages like I can speak Goblin, for instance. Malam Chet.
That wasn't very good Goblin, mate.
That was great Goblin. What do you know in Goblin?
I know how to speak Goblin.
You do or don't?
I do.
Oh, yeah, I said hello, I'm Chet. It's Malam Chet.
It's more like Malam. Is how it's like actually pronounced.
No, it's hello is Mal. You know?
Well,
Makes the accent difference. Got a Shana accent and a pirate accent.
Yep. Well, my accent ain't directly pirate.
More, when I say pirate, it's influenced by different, you know?
Well, it's the accent of the Lazar Principalities. Thank you very much.
Oh, I've never been, so...
Oh, I have. I can tell you I'm very well spoken compared to people who live there.
Sundry, one last thing before we go.
Yes, mate.
Do you know of any people who sell saloning here?
What, you mean like clothes? Or you mean those funny pipes that they puff on?
No, clothes and armor and weaponry in particular.
Let me think about it.
Maybe we should just given you a shopping list at this point.
I mean, have you tried somewhere up in Upper Jura where all them Kalashtar hang out? They're all
Actually,
from Salona, aren't they?
as I was asking the question, it just occurred in my head, so, yeah. Great minds, right?
Yeah, yep.
Like a road just thoroughly confuses him. It's like he can understand the gibberish, but you know.
Thank you for everything, Sundry.
So, hang on one minute. Sorry, was it Mr. Chet?
Yes.
Ixnay on the in at May. He runs out back and then comes out with what sort of armor are you wearing?
I'm not.
No. Oh yeah, you can't, can you? Because you're a barbarian.
Well, I can. I
Yeah,
just
but
choose
you'll lose your bonus, whatever it is.
I lose. Basically, there's no point me wearing armor because the bonus I get is just as much as I would get from regular medium armor.
Yeah.
And I'm basically looking for a magical item to wear so that I can up my AC.
Right.
Just a little bit. Or if you want me to explain that in Thieves' Camp.
He's like, actually, mate, no, never mind. Come back and see me. Come back and see me.
Okay. He gives him a wink. Then, good in, sir. Thank you all very much.
Right, is there anything else then, lads?
You want to buy this scale, Mel, if I'm not using it?
Oh, look, I'll give you 5 gold pieces for it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to get anything else out of it. You want a short sword as well?
Let me see it.
I'll
No.
hand it over.
No, I don't.
Do you just want it? It's just weighing me down, honestly. Do any of you fellas want it?
What is it?
A short sword.
Well, had you have asked me, like, I don't know, a few days ago before I got these here scimitars, I would have probably taken you up on the offer. But I kind of like these scimitars at this stage. So I politely decline. And if
So,
nobody else takes them, I'll sell it to the gentleman.
Well, I was going to sell it, but he said he didn't want it.
Well, I'll take it before you sell it if you don't mind.
Well, I can still sell it, though.
Yeah, I know, but if you didn't need it, I'm happy to sell it.
No, but
Take
I'll
the
sell
gold.
it instead, so I'll get the money for it.
I mean, it just seems like we're going roundabout ways. I can take the load off you, and I get paid.
What about 7 gold for both of them, Sundry?
I thought you said we're giving up. Oh, sorry.
I'm still trying to sell it, mate. Sundry?
He's like, look, if you want to, if you're gonna get rid of it, Rookie, feel free to leave it here. But I got no need to give gold for that.
Let it go.
Alright, I'll hand it to Chet.
Thank you kindly, and I pass it to Sundry. Sundry, I'm happy to sell this to you for 4 gold pieces.
Look, I'm not too sure what's going on here, but no, I don't.
Oh, okay. I'll just add it to my inventory, and it's just got the third.
I thought you were gonna try like
scabbard on my hip now.
I was gonna try to sell to in thieves' can.
I'll tell you what, I'll look after this until you may need it later.
Oh, okay.
No, I was talking to Rook, but if you want it, Sundry,
no,
you just
you
ask.
have it, mate. I don't want it. It's just weighing me down. It's annoying.
Well, it's alright. I can carry as much as a troll at this point.
Let's not say trolls.
Zero, yeah, let's not do that yet. Zero, do you want these crossbow bolts? If we're you know, moving
Sure.
stuff around. Alright. There's 17 crossbow bolts you can have.
I don't know if anyone's cooking inclined, but I got this here if anybody wants it. It's I mean, for a price, of course.
What are we looking at?
Actually, Sundry,
Yeah.
do you have my companions don't seem to have the spear, but feather tokens.
Feather tokens? Yeah, we got feather tokens.
That's a good
Not
idea.
a bad idea. How much are they going for, sir?
They're 50 gold pieces each.
Done.
Oh, sorry, family rate. I'll give it to you for 40.
Okay. And I give them
Sweet.
40.
I'll buy one.
I'm also well.
Very handy to have.
Hmm.
Oh man, my gold stack is looking clean now. Everything is under 100.
It's like, anyway, as I was saying, I got this here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hot. If I were you, I wouldn't wear it around the district of Grey Wall. But check this out. He pulls out this cloak, and sort of holding it. It just looks like a normal brown traveler's cloak, and he sort of like gives it a flick, and all of a sudden it turns into like purple velvet. It sort of like starts at one end and then like washes down and changes the color and the design, and he gives it another flick. And it turns into just like a see-through plastic cloak. He gives it like another flick. It turns into like a shaggy wolf fur cloak. Isn't that cool?
This has definitely got Chet's
I was just about to say.
eye. Chet, like, after, like, ooh, well, what exactly is that, Adam? I know it's a cloak, but...
Oh, I call it the cloak of many fashions.
How much we talking?
Oh, 50 gold pieces?
Ooh. I'll tell you, keep hold of that. I might pick that one up later. We'll see how things go.
Alright, it's gonna go like a hotcake.
Chet, do you need money?
Well, you want to buy me that cloak?
I'll pay for half of it for you. As
What,
a
for
thank
me
you
to
very
wear?
much, Lords.
Or
Yeah.
did you want to wear it?
No,
Okay.
as a thank you.
Oh,
Grab
shit.
the clothes.
I can't... Whew. Yeah, alright. I'll take you up on that off. Let's do it. And I hand over 2 platinum and 5 gold pieces.
He's like, well, hey, you enjoy that. And remember, don't wear it around Grey Wall.
Alright, wear it around... God.
Or if you do, at least don't change it in front of people.
It
Okay.
was 25, right?
Yep.
Yep. I give it a flick so that it matches my outfit.
You still wearing the purple seawater outfit? The blue seawater
It's
outfit?
not purple, it's blue. Yeah, 100%. We're not sneaking around at this point, so I've got the full kit on.
Alright.
Do we have a picture of Chet in that getup?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
we
sent
do.
it through.
It's in the it's the
the
one that
chat.
Ronan
But
thinks
not
is
one
really-
for the
really
audience,
bright.
though.
I can send it through that chat again.
That's alright, I'll find it.
Well, if you can send it through that chat, that'd be nice.
Well, enjoy that shit. Again, thank you for going to the effort to grab my sword.
So, yeah, you'll find, if you haven't done it yet, like the Cloak of Many Fashions, you'll find it in the inventory.
I have already. I've
Okay,
added
yeah.
it.
Is it purely just cosmetic?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, it's in. Here we go. Oh.
Right, will there be anything else, lads?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we're good, mate.
Alright then, I'll bid you good day. And
Thank you
I'll
for your kind service.
see you next time. Thank you for choosing Sundry for all your fencing needs.
And apologies again about, you know, bursting in last night.
It's alright, no trouble, mate. Ronan, fucking be careful with that big hunk of kaiba you got in there.
Oh, I will. Thank you, though. I appreciate the concern. If we do want to sell it, do you want me to bring it back, or is it too hot for you?
I'm happy to take it off your hands, mate.
Okay, excellent. Good to hear. Alright, toodles.
Alright, now what do you guys want to do?
Well, we're gonna go check out the
The new place, the new digs.
Let's, should we go check out our new house?
Alright, so you have a look at the address scribbled down on a piece of paper. It says it's in the Upper Memphis district of Ivy Towers.
Ooh, fucking bougie as boys.
Ivy Towers.
I have sent the updated version of my Hero Forge to you guys through the thing, and I will post it in the Tales of Pesh chat. For everyone who's wondering what a cute bastard Chet's looking like.
Is that where we are, Josh? Up here?
Ivy Towers, yeah, that's the one.
Hell yeah. Top class boys. In just like a few months, I've gone from a straight rat in the bottom parts of Lower Jura to a top class Upper Jura boy.
Dude, I've gone from
That's
like
Upper Memphis. Upper Memphis.
Upper Memphis.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking
Better.
like Ronan's getting you new clothes.
Well, I know just the tailor if you're interested.
Yeah, you're about to live in the cultural hub of Shan. It's basically like Newtown, but for rich people only.
I was just trying to say, is it Newtown?
Where was it again, sorry?
Ivy Towers.
Right, yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, dude. Dang
Cool.
is correct.
Oh, that's what it is. I've been trying to figure out what Chet's character reminds me of. Reminds me of the race of main characters from Jack and Daxter.
True.
So that's the throwback.
Loving the cloak though.
Thank you.
Alright, so you guys
After-
heading up to Ivy Towers.
Yeah, we are.
Alright.
If we're
And-
allowed.
And we're gonna take the carriage because that's how we're feeling, right,
Ooh.
boys?
You know it's quite expensive, right?
It's like two silver.
Yeah. Can we just walk?
You just spent like a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, but that's an investment. So
Well,
that it'll be
okay.
easier to get money more in the future, right?
If
I
you
lay
Take the
down for
carriage.
if you want to take the coach, it'll be 6 silver pieces each.
Yeah,
6
Ronan's not
silver
feel-
pieces.
Ronan's not feeling great, so he's gonna take the coach.
I could just make a disc for you again if you like, mate.
Or I
getting
could
quite good at
carry
it.
you.
You want to carry me, Chad?
I mean, well, actually, no. Now that I got this cloak on, I don't particularly want to be, you know,
Yeah, I
dirtying
don't want
it
to
up.
you're nice.
Alright.
Alright,
take
no,
that damn carriage.
no,
It's too late.
Alright, do it then. Let's go.
Look, you don't often get to ride on the back of, or on the shoulders of a bugbear. I can see why people are taking it. Sarah loved it last night.
All I'm saying is, if we're going to start living in the Ivy Towers, we're going to have to rock up and help people in the
Yeah,
Ivy Towers
yeah.
rock up.
You're right, but I mean, you know, you don't get rich by just squandering your wealth.
Oh, I'm not saying we do this every time, but I just think, you know, it's the first experience of going to our new house.
Because we are financially viable to take advantage at the moment. I think that's why he's bringing it up.
Exactly, we have the options, we're to live a high life.
We're about to arrive in the neighborhood of our new residential address.
And
We
look
want to
at Chesney
show up and
Cloak.
looking pretty good, you know.
Exactly.
I don't want to rock up looking like some kind of bug just rolled out of a log. No, we want to go the whole hog, you know, look good. On
We're
new
just gonna
stomping
get
grounds
used
for
to it,
us.
lads.
No, it's a rare occasion. This is like the 4th time we've taken this, so we're going to our new swanky place. Now,
Alright. Well,
let's
onward.
go. I just remember some 6
I'm
silver.
excited.
Alright, so you take the sky coach.
6 silver, is it?
6 silver.
It's not much. What are you complaining about?
It's 6
Yeah.
silver. That's like 0.6 gold.
So the sky coach, you step on board, and it whisks you up from the bottom through the towers, curling up through the air, up to the heights of the city with the cool morning air blowing against your faces, touching down in front of the right in front of the particular tower that you guys are living in within the district of Ivy Towers. You see, it's very, very close to the university, to Mulgrave University, only a block away.
Sandy.
And it seems, as you step off, it seems that a lot of students are coming and going from this area. It seems to be it's like largely a residential area as you look around, with quite a bit of it inhabited by students of the university,
It's Ultimo.
heading out for their morning classes. You enter the tower that you live in, and step onto the disc-shaped elevator that magically ascends, taking you up and up and up and up and up and up, right up to not quite the penthouse levels of the tower, but pretty high up. 111th floor. Before you
far out.
step off the disc, and then cross a few more sky bridges before finally arriving. Kind of like a hive on the inside of this tower, but a nice hive. The very nice residences. There's plenty of greenery too. It looks like it's very Singapore. Lots of greenery sort of draped over the sides of the buildings and over the edges of the sky bridges. And you approach your apartment. You stick the key in the door, give it a turn. There's a satisfying click as you walk in and examine your new 3-bedroom apartment with an outside the window a view of the hilt with the sunlight glimmering over the morning waves.
Well, what a bloody view, lads.
This isn't so bad.
This is quite nice.
I know I said not to get used to it, but boy. Could I get used to this?
I bet this place was Banksy's little fuck pad.
Well,
What?
just don't touch anything then, Zero.
We're going to clean every surface of this place.
It looks pretty clean. Wouldn't it smell like food? He likes to eat a lot. I feel like there'd be crumbs and things around, you know? Doesn't seem that clean.
Oh. I mean, you
I
probably.
did this room.
Well, yeah, I think the bedroom should be shared equally between us. Me,
Aren't there only
Yeah,
three?
well, Ronan doesn't need
Yeah.
to sleep, so...
no, yeah, but
actually-
Zero, I think,
Wait, hang on.
I think there
Wait,
should
wait.
be a consequences for
Wait,
the
wait.
actions.
Wait.
What?
What do you mean, Ronan?
Well, when I went to bed or at the inn, I
Yeah, you
actually,
fell asleep, yeah.
yeah, like exactly. I
But isn't
fell
that
asleep.
just resurrection sickness?
I don't know.
No?
No. So, funny story. Wow,
Oh boy, he's possessed.
how did you know?
Wait, what? I was right?
Well, yes and no. I have
Oh.
a theory in my mind.
A what?
A what?
Who now?
Actually, no,
No,
I
that was right. Corey is right.
No, I wasn't sure like what exactly. Like, are they're gods, right?
No, they're just they're extra planar creatures, but not hugely common knowledge for people of Corvair. So
Okay. Well, I
I would
explained that to
say Zero and Rook and Chet probably wouldn't know much about them at all.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have had much interaction with the Kalashtar race throughout their lives.
Yeah.
I mean, from what you're saying, man, this sounds pretty dangerous. I don't think you want to have this thing in your head.
Yeah,
no,
is-
he's cool.
Maybe we should take you back to the healing house.
Isn't this
No, no, no,
literally
no.
what Nora was telling us to watch out for?
No,
I know of a surgery
This
that we
is-
could
This
apply
is
to
part
your
of my,
brain.
my religion. Like, this is where I
Wait,
came
what?
from.
What religion? No,
I
nah,
didn't know
we need
we
to
were-
take it back. Come on, Rook, let's go.
No. Legitimately,
Ronan.
like, this is a trust
Ronan,
me.
Discount
Listen
someone
to
just
what
because of
you're
their
saying.
religious beliefs?
You're
You've got
sleeping, and now you're like saying you've got visions from this thing in your head. Come on, that's not right. That's not doesn't
Not
happen to
visions.
Warforged.
No, when I sleep, I can meet with him and we talk to each other.
And what is the
What does he
okay?
say?
And what does the Dream Man tell you to do?
So our first thing, I asked him if he plans to hurt me or my friends, and he said, of course not. We are one now, so
Wait,
when
and you
the
just
time
believe...
comes. Well, yeah, for some reason I feel like I've met him before. I don't know where, perhaps. He says we met when in the ethereal place that I was after I had died.
Is he a
So-
shark?
No,
Cyril-
he's got tentacles.
You're as like just part of the general like belief system of Corvair and the sovereign host.
Yep.
It's generally believed that people's spirits go to the plane called Dolur when they die. And after then, it's more or less the general belief is you eventually like your spirit resides in Dolur for X amount of time before it eventually just sort of fades away and becomes one with the sovereigns. That's the happy ending that people are, that observe the sovereign religion believe anyway.
So we met there, and he attached himself to me. It's very unprecedented. Warforged don't normally have the ability to do this. It normally happens at birth. But it's a known thing in the Kalashtar race. So it is
Right.
something to be worried about.
Kind of sounds like a leech to me.
No, he's not. He doesn't do anything. He's
Sounds
just,
like a tumor.
Yeah. We
what's a
have.
tumor?
It's not a tumor.
Slightly less than a 3-mer, I guess.
Slightly more.
I like that. But yeah.
Tumor is less than a 3 It's a joke, Zero, mate.
Anyway,
Your femur is the thing that's in your leg.
so anyway, the thing,
Yes.
this Ashana was attached to Kishana, and I have vague memories of seeing her there, and he said that when you guys brought me back, he attached himself to me, and so now I have to sleep. It's very strange.
Well,
I mean, look, if he stays in your head and starts telling you to do shit,
I
can you
don't hear him.
tell us?
I can only talk to him when I'm sleeping in the dreamland.
Or even then, if he gives you instructions while you're sleeping, could you tell us?
Oh, of course. I will definitely. Our main goal, and this is always my goal, is to find and punish the people who have killed Kishana. So he's on the same page as us, really.
So this voice in your head is telling you to kill people.
Well, killing the people that. Well, what was his name? Little halfling dude.
Banksy?
No.
Jairus.
Jarrett's.
That's
he
who we
was
have to go
the
after.
scientist guy, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So.
Yeah, I'd kill him. You know.
Oh, we're gonna kill him.
Yeah. Live hard, die young. That's my rule.
He's going to die.
Oh, good. Back to the conversation about rooms. Simply as you sleep now, I guess you get a room. Rook, you deserve a room mainly because you're the first contact here and getting this place. I think you deserve one, and I'm getting one.
That seems fair.
Zero, I think you need to learn that there are consequences to actions.
Consequences for what?
Banksy in particular, he may not be the most hospitable. Actually, no, he's been quite a hospitable man to most of us. But yet you seem to throw accusations and nastinesses towards him, even though he did pay us for a job.
You were
Now, hold on,
our friend.
hold on a second. Don't speak over the top of me, or I will throw you off that balcony.
Oh dear.
Now, here's a man that has given us our livelihood. He has given us a roof over our heads when he could possibly have just let us be on the street. So I think there's a lesson to be learned here for you, and I think it is the couch.
Chap, on the flip side of the coin,
Hmm.
he's only given us a livelihood in the house because, like, he needs us to do his dirty work, right?
Right, but like any boss, like I'm treating him like the captain of my ship. You know, don't fuck with the captain. Do what the captain says, and the captain will trickle down, you know, any earnings that he proceeds onto us. We
Well-
treat Banksy nicely, we'll probably get paid a bit more. You know, get better in his eyes. Oh, you never know. Have you given it a go yet? Or do you just normally turn up and just insult him?
We've dealt with Banksy for a lot longer than you have, and you seem like a little bit of a, you know, naive pirate type guy who's used to a different lifestyle. So let me break it down for you. Banksy views us as disposable, and the minute he thinks we're no longer useful, he's gonna kick us to the curb, or betray us to the Darsk, or any number of other unsavory things. So I don't think that we need to be indulging Banksy in anything, when he would not try at all to protect us if he didn't think it would profit him.
I'm not asking like us to completely trust him in that way. We just need to have the air, give him the air that he wants around him, that we can trust him and that he can trust us. He doesn't want us, you know, every time turning up shouting insults at him.
Oh, well,
Zero.
look, I mean, maybe if he didn't send us into ambushes, I wouldn't have to insult him, but, you know...
You still go on these jobs. You can stop whenever you need.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't go, maybe next time no one will find Ronan in the bay and he won't get resurrected.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, they couldn't find you in the water.
Oh. Fuck. Well, thank you.
It's alright.
Okay, well, have we? Let's look at the rooms because we're not even sure how many beds are here.
Give me one sec.
I hope one of the rooms has bunk beds.
I'd bunk with Ronan.
So you
I'll go help look at Rook, yeah.
walk around and check out the apartment. It's like this. It's like the central living area. It's like the rest of the apartment sort of flows downwards into it. There's kind of the stairs like going down into it from each direction, with a very nice sort of lounging area with a large coffee table in the center. And then the view from the lounge sort of goes straight out the window and onto the bay. On one side, there is there's like a kitchenette area to the left as you walk in the door. I'll make a floor plan of this for next session. Connected to the lounge room area, and then on the left hand side, there's two doors leading to a bedroom each. On the right hand side, there's two doors, one leading to a bedroom and one leading to a privy and a washroom. On the bedroom on the side with the privy and the washroom appears to be some sort of master bedroom. Big double bed inside with a door that leads through to the washroom itself. On the other side, they both seem to be... You suspect that this apartment belonged to a family. They appear to be would have once been children's bedrooms, with one sort of normal-sized single bed in one and two like smaller children's beds in the other.
Well, my vote is for Rook to have the master bedroom. I'm more than happy to share with Zero.
Why
I
don't we,
I was gonna say... Yeah, you go, Ronan. No, you go.
I was gonna say,
Well, since the master bedroom is so big, I was thinking that Rook and I could share that room, and we could make, and since it's so big, half of it could be like the workshop, like, you know, the Rook.
We're on the same page,
Around.
right? That's what I was gonna say. And you can pull those two kids' beds together for your big arms there, Chet.
That'd be mighty kind of you.
So we just need to get another bed, I guess.
Well, we've
For
got
our room.
right?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I mean,
Like, you don't mind sharing, I don't mind sharing.
I mean, imagine like 270 kilo Ronan like laying on the bed. Everything just rolls towards him. It's like...
That's memory foam, so he just sinks into it. He's level with the bed.
we'll just have our own set of covers.
Yeah,
The
if it
real
doesn't work-
question is Ronan the big spoon or the little spoon?
well, he likes to mix it up a little bit, to be honest.
Ronan's never slept before.
Well, that's true.
He has to experience both before he makes a selection.
well, we'll try that, and if it doesn't work, we can just get another bed anyway.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Sound good?
Do you guys want like I like slowly reach for Chet's hat to like hang on the door in case you're like interfacing robot arms.
What are you talking about?
I think he's trying to imply that you guys might fuck.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, you are disgusting!
Hey man, I'm just... Who knows what other kind of, you're a totally different being.
I don't...
Now you need to sleep? Who knows what other bodily needs you've got?
Honestly, I'm a bit offended, Ronan, that you think I'm disgusting.
Not you! Zero!
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't lay with Zero.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go near him now. I'm gonna tell Nora to stay away from you as well, you pervert.
Yeah, you can take the other room.
I'm trying to give you guys some privacy, jeez.
You're just a pervert.
You're bringing up sexual activities that don't need to be brought into the room.
Get your minds out of the gutter. We live in ivory towers now, Zero. Act like it.
Rook, as you walk over and the windows have like shutters on the outside that can be closed. The window also pushes open. You stick your head out and crane your neck, and you can just see in the distance. You got a pretty decent view of the Moonwell Tower. Pretty
As
small,
long as I have to,
pretty
like...
small, but undoubtedly the Moonwell Tower. As you can see the scaffolding wrapped around it.
Yeah, okay. But it's not like directly in front of the.
No, it's like the other. It's
Alright.
very far. Like
That's fine. I can mentally deal with that.
So like if you, so you're in the top level, but if you look at the bottom level, just to explain where things are, your apartment is basically here, and the Moonwell Tower is over here.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're mostly facing towards the hill, right? Which is up that way.
No, straight out this way. Like straight out here onto the
towards the ocean.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
the water.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, that's the
Right.
new digs.
And they're fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mind if we take a break here?
Yeah. Take a 5-minute break. What are you guys planning on doing after the break? What's the next?
What time is it now? Is it 9:51 still? Or
Yeah,
time past
it only took 15 minutes to fly up on the Sky Coach, so that is real time still.
True. Well, Ronan might go see Ayatara because I'm pretty sure they're up in the upper. They're in Tavix, aren't they?
They're in upper. He's in Upper Jura.
Oh. Well, that's probably what Ronan's gonna do because he would like to talk to him about Ashana.
Okay.
But yeah.
Chet's just gonna relax this evening. He's gonna relax until we get a new job.
I think today. Actually, I might go with Ronan just because he fucking died yesterday. Just to stay
Yep.
with him.
And he's now talking about hearing voices in his head.
Yeah. Which is kind
Cultured
of.
swine.
I'm just
looking at
mind
Nora.
other religions, you know.
Nora literally warned us. It's like,
Yeah,
other things may come back with him.
That's true.
And now you're talking about voices in your head.
Oh, Ayatara will be able to quell all your fears.
Alright. But then after that, I was thinking about going back down into the cogs. And searching for a way up into the Moonwell Tower from there.
Chet
Okay.
will join you for that.
All right then.
Maybe
So
tonight.
we'll take a 5-minute break and reconvene. Ronan, you get a long rest through the day.
Yep.
And nobody else wants to do anything else throughout the day.
I would actually like to do something.
Okay.
I would like to carve some sigils into my metal prosthetics.
Yeah.
And the sigils I want to carve are licking flames kind of towards my elbows.
Cool.
Because I now know how to make an arcane firearm, and that's what I have done. Put flames on my arms.
Cool.
And that'll just basically help my spells out.
Is that your arcane wand or whatever it is?
Yeah, if
That's
that's
something
alright,
else.
if I could make my...
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
8 hours later, or 7-ish, Rook and Ronan, you make your way over to Overlook, and you must once again climb the tower up to the garden where Ayatara resides. I'm gonna need climb checks from both of you.
Well, this was the other reason that I was going to come with him. I was going to climb up first and drop a rope, so it's a bit easier for Ronan to get up.
All right.
True. Do I have negatives on my checks though?
Yeah, you're at -3 at the moment to all D20 rolls.
-2 technically, right?
Well, yeah, it's like long rest, but by that means like a whole day. So it's still day 2. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
So climb. Oh, athletics check from you, Rook. Yeah. You leap for like the nearest ledge of the tower of this dilapidated old staircase and grab hold. The rock crumbles away. And you like fall back to your feet.
Well, shit. Maybe I should have kept that rope and climbing, yeah?
Maybe. I'm still feeling a little bit woozy, but maybe I can climb. Let me try.
That would be pretty embarrassing.
Is it? Is it athletics or?
Yeah.
Athletics. So. Oof.
So it's, if you haven't applied it to your roll, then that's a 7.
Yeah, it's a 7, yeah.
7? Yeah, Ronan, you sort of like weakly attempt the maneuver after watching Rook fail at it, and even you sort of like fall back to your feet and then drop to your knees for a brief second before getting back up.
I guess I'm not feeling quite right yet.
Doesn't seem like it, mate, but that's alright. Josh, is there anything... sorry, can you please remind me what the inside of this tower looks like?
So it's like the whatever the floors of the tower once were. Not sure because it's all just kind of like fallen away. So it's like it's almost hollow on the inside, but if not like the remnants of like some of the floors that are still there, like the stones sticking out or the remnants of the staircase winding up on the outsides.
Yeah, so it's just like a bunch of partially collapsed floors.
Yeah.
Through the tower, okay. Is there anything up maybe 2 or 3 floors that I could hook a rope around?
As in like
rebar or like a window to the outside or anything?
You don't have a grappling hook, do you?
No, but I can just fling a rock through an open window. And
Aren't
have
you
the rope tied to it.
you fashion one with your tinkerer's tool or something like that?
Not that would take me 8 hours to do. I can't just.
What about when you made the umbrella that time?
That took me. Oh, I mean that was just magical tinkering. That was.
Yeah, you can fabricate simple items, can't you?
Oh, that's right. I've got the other thing as well. What's that one called? The right tool for the job. It takes an hour if I interrupt to make that.
Well, it's an option.
Well, could I just cast Magic Stone and fling a rope through a window instead?
Would you want to tie the rope around a stone?
Yeah.
So I imagine like Magic Stone is like pebbles and stuff like that.
It is a pebble.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Okay, yeah, it probably wouldn't have enough momentum, right?
No
Alright.
momentum, it's more probably...
If it was catapult, that would be a different story, but.
Yeah.
Fortunately. Oh, do I have a catapult? No, I didn't take it. Alright, well. If you want, I'll fashion us like a winch or something so we can get up. It might just take me a little bit.
That's right. It's better than just standing here.
Well, I mean, you'll be standing there, but I'll be doing work.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I didn't mean that in a snarky way. I just meant that in a... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. That's alright.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just pull out some material and start fashioning it into a winch. Sorry, a hook.
Alright. So now later you have a grappling hook fashioned that you can attach your rope to.
Yep,
And,
I will do so.
Roll a ranged attack.
Do I have proficiency?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Alright, you managed to to hurl the grappling hook up. It sort of goes out of one of the broken windows, a few floors up, and then finds purchase on the outside.
Nice throw.
Thanks, mate.
Alright, well,
It's,
still gonna need climb checks, but athletics checks. The DC is a lot lower.
Alright. 12. Yay.
Alright, so if you climb at half speed, you just need 2 checks.
From me as well. Oh no, because that's right.
Yeah, you'll have to climb the rope as well. Alright, Rook makes it to the top.
So So minus 20.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is dead.
Yeah, it's because he hasn't
One
had a token like in play yet that's updated. Yeah, one more.
Ah, okay.
Oh no! Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, Ronan makes it to the top as well with a little bit of effort. Eventually, gets up to the second last story. You guys can make your way through the trapdoor up to the garden.
For someone who doesn't breathe, Ronan's out of breath.
Yeah.
It's weird. I guess you have the sensation of lactic acid building up in your system, but without panting. Like it's like ooh.
Just doms for days.
Alright. Yeah, everything's running so smoothly tonight. I never thought I would be using Microsoft Edge, but here we are.
Here we are, boys.
Alright, so you emerge in the chill evening winds blowing over the top of the garden as the sun sets over the hilt to the west. You emerge to the scent of incense wafting from the little those little outdoor incense burning sort of I don't know what they're called. Lanterns that they burn incense in.
Yep.
Those and Ayataro meditating at the edge of the tower. You hear his voice echo through both of your heads. It has been a while, Ronan.
Yes, it has. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, too. You have brought a friend
This
today.
Yes, this is my companion friend Rook. Rook, this is my master Ayataro.
Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Ayataro.
Oh, please, that's my father's name. Sorry, my little attempt at Corvair humor there.
Do I just call you Ayataro then?
Yes, that will be fine.
Alright. Well, it's a pleasure then.
I sense you are troubled, Ronan.
Some developments have happened. I've come seeking guidance and knowledge.
Of course. Sit down, my friends. Sit. Yeah, have some tea.
None for me, thank you.
I was talking to Rook, Ronan.
Of course.
I will happily accept his tea.
Alright, what troubles you?
Well, almost 2 days ago now, I died. And through the actions of my friends, including Rook, I was brought back. And in that process, a Kiori named Ashana has melded with me and is
Yes,
now
I can
in
sense
my
him.
mind. Ah, well, he was Kishana's Kiori. He attached himself to me when I was on the other side. And yeah, I'm not too sure what this means now. I didn't think it was possible for a Warforged to mind meld.
To be honest, this is the first I've ever heard of it too. Oh. What a tremendous occasion.
Yes,
You're the first Warforged to bond with a Kori.
it's all very new. I sleep now, which is very new to me. but it feels quite good. That's when I can communicate with him.
Yes.
When I first came down,
Yes.
my companions.
Sleeping is the time that we Kalashtar commune with our Hori partners. But in doing that, we are cut off from the realm of Dalkor, and we do not experience dreams like normal people do. We are contained within our own minds, but with our Koris for company.
It's he seems, I guess, normal. I've never had much experience with them before. My companions, including Rick, are a bit worried about it. They were told that when I was to be brought back, that something may attach themselves and come with me as well. And they think that Ashana is here to do evil.
Certainly not.
Can I interject?
Of course.
It's not that we thought he was there to do evil or anything. It's just we didn't want Ronan being manipulated by something that's living in his head.
Ronan has formed a partnership with one of the denizens of Dalkor. From now and for the rest of your life, Ronan, your destinies are one. And since you already followed the teachings of the Path of Light, then perhaps this was meant to be. Now you truly will be a weapon of the Ilyanar.
No, I'm ready for it. Are you able to commune with Ashana as well, or can you just feel his presence?
When I speak to you telepathically, I can sense the second mind, hearing everything I'm saying.
That's good.
As my second mind hears you. My Kori is named Yataro, hence my namesake.
So, sorry, interjection. Does that mean Ronan has to rename himself to be Rashana?
I was gonna suggest it after the session, but it was pretty
Doesn't the Kyori like name itself after you? Because
no,
like,
the Kalashtar. That is the Kalashtar tradition is to just add a prefix to their Kori's name when they're born.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Rashana. Rashana. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
But Ronan, I sense you still have work to do
Yes.
before you join us in the fight against the Illashtavar.
Much work.
You must avenge your friend Kashana.
My friend Ashana and the village where we hail from will all be repaid.
Yes. The time will come soon, Ronan. I must return to Adar, in the faraway land of Salona, and I feel I've done all I can here in Corvair. I must continue the fight. Bring
Is
in.
that where I should be?
Perhaps one day you will join me.
I'll go there when it's time.
In the meantime, there are plenty of shadows here. Shadows that must be vanquished. For although
Yes.
it may be the machinations of the evil men of this land, it is the influence of the Illashtavar that drives us all in times of evil.
We shall purge all evil that is here. I will continue on the work. Well, thank you for seeing me, and putting my mind at ease.
Anytime, Ronan.
I wish you safe journeys and safe hunting,
Yes, may the light be with you.
and also with you.
It was nice to meet you too, Rook.
You too, mate. Hope we see each other again, yeah?
Yes, that would be lovely.
Ronan's gonna do like the complimentary bow, and then head back down the shaft.
I'll follow suit with the bow, awkward as it may seem.
Well,
So, do you feel a bit easier now?
I mean, that dude's got a presence about him, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. You should try to train with him.
I think I'd be a bit too intimidated to, honestly.
Yeah, he's as powerful as he is mild-mannered.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, look, now that it's kind of been explained to me a little bit, I kind of understand what you're going through.
Yeah, it's definitely new. The sleeping thing is one thing to deal with, but then having to also talk to another entity in your mind at the same time is very strange.
I can't even imagine, mate.
Oh, I hope you never have to.
Well,
But
if nothing
yeah.
else, I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad to be back, and again, thank you for all your help bringing me
All I
back.
did was get a diamond.
It was more than that. You helped me. You carried my body there and carried my body back, and you cared. That's more than a lot of people have done before. So I appreciate it.
Always got your back, mate.
Same here.
I'll give him I'll hold up my fist to do a fist bump.
Yeah.
And then,
clink.
yeah, click.
Moment, Zero sees them fisting each other, and he's like, I knew it!
Everyone hide your ivory tower, are ya?
Should we head back to? I'm feeling a bit woozy after that climb. I need to sleep again.
Yeah, we've got nothing better to do, I guess. Well, yeah, I can wait till tomorrow. Oh, we don't really have that much time, do we?
Time for what?
Until, oh, were you there when we're talking about infiltrating the wedding?
What?
I guess not. Yeah, I'll fill Ronan in on, like,
On the way
why
back.
we want
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys
Do you
return
climb sticks to get down?
No, that's fine. You can just go down.
Cool.
Abseil down the rope. So you head back to your Ivy Towers residence
Yes, we do.
and long rest for the evening. As you pass
Yes.
by, as you on the way back, as you're walking through the night streets, and you see like the districts of Upper Memphis, and you take in the cultural hub that you've moved into. You see theaters open, like putting on plays, with crowds like surging in and out, nightclubs with the sort of music blaring on the inside, taverns littering the streets. It generally just seems like a fun place to have moved into.
Cool.
But make your way back to the apartment, and everyone can long rest.
Sorry, you go, Josh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so Ronan is feeling more and more comfortable being around large groups of people as well. This is like a little, thing now after his whole experience of dying. So, yeah, that's just a little thing.
All right. The next morning, 7 a.m. What do you? And the day is yours.
Did Banksy say We have to go see him to find out if we're able to get into the wedding.
I think we should let Banksy cool off for a few days.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
If he needs us, he'll send a message. He knows where we live, after all.
That is true.
I'm sure we'll get one of those fucking imps from House Civis.
I wonder if it's gonna come off the front door or the window, the balcony.
Yeah, do we have a balcony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, this is the Ivory Towers. Of course, we have a balcony. Like, this is
Sweet.
yeah.
Zero's gonna make himself a coffee and like stand on the balcony in a bathrobe, like.
Children-sized bathrobe.
It's really skimpy.
I would definitely have gone through the master bathroom and closet and found one.
No, that's the thing. Only halflings lived here. So
Well, and Zero spent all of yesterday stitching two of them together. There's like two little arms like sticking out from like where his hips are. Just...
that's funny.
I guess you guys have some downtime.
Yeah, there's a few kind of things I want to do over the next couple of days. First of all, I just want to meander through this district, and just trying to catch the vibe of the place, see if there's any good spots, see if there's any real shady spots that I would be into, like back alleys and like street urchins and stuff up here, just hiding. Specifically looking to see if I would be able to find a kind of reliable, what's the word, like street informant,
Right.
like someone with their kind of ear to the ground type person.
You might want Chet to give you a hand with that. Seeing as
Yeah, well,
bit of a
I'll
thievy
explain
boy.
what I'm going to do.
Seeing as it's Upper Memphis, there's actually not a lot of crime or anything in the way of urchins, pickpockets, or anything like that. There's a fairly heavy Shan Watch presence. Although,
Okay.
nearby, you find the district of... the district of Denias, heavily populated by gnome immigrants from Zalago. And it's basically a hotbed of schemes and intrigue. The gnomes of Zalago and are sort of known for secrets, and spying, and gossip, and back alley deals. You feel like it could be a good place, possibly, for that sort of contact.
Is this area predominantly owned by a specific family, or is it kind of just like a mishmash?
Yeah, it's not. No, it's not really a specific family or anything. Like House Civis has like a presence there. They are the dragon marked gnome house. But yeah, it's mostly just a lot of gnomes doing gnomey intrigue stuff.
Is there many Warforged around?
No, not a lot. Basically, Warforged are most. If they are, they're servants.
Yeah.
Either just Warforged taking whatever job they can get, or just the models of Warforged that weren't created as soldiers. They were specifically created to serve.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Sad Warforged noses.
Yeah. What I'll do, Josh, is I'll try and find like someone who just looks like a straight rat. And I'll, if I find one of them, just like someone who, basically what I used to be.
And lovely music.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's the night music.
Oh.
Switch over to the daytime music.
Tang, 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 tang.
I just like to say I do like that Ghost in the Shell reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
So
that's
good.
clever. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. It's fucking mad.
Alright, so roll an investigation check for me, Rook.
Sure.
Maybe with advantage if Cheddar's out helping.
I am.
You got a high investigation bonus.
I do.
Holy
But
shit.
I have low rolls, so. it doesn't matter.
That's okay. You
You should see my stealth.
lurk around the district of Denius for a few hours, ducking in and out of taverns, getting a feel for the place. You sort of eventually... A group of gnomes catch your attention, sort of huddled in a circle out the front of a large, sort of lavish theater named the Kavish Theater. It looks like a theater specifically built for gnomes and other small denizens of the city. It looks like the door, the ticket booth, you have to kind of like double over a little bit in order to buy a ticket. The door, you have to sort of crane your neck to get underneath and get inside. But it has a sort of a large billboard out the front with a major illusion, just churning out images and words advertising the upcoming shows there. But they look, just by your sort of street rat sense, they look like the types that could be into shady business. Well dressed. Most of them just dress like businessmen, but a little rough. You know, sleeves rolled up.
Yeah.
Sort of suit and tie kind of look, but without the suit jacket. Collar done up right to the top. Wise guys, yeah. Some of them cut like fairly stock and buffy. It looks like they lift.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And they're like wearing the hats, but like a little bit of the hat has a tiny bit of fray on it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Alright. I'll try and I'll circle to the side and kind of lean up against a wall somewhere and try and catch one of their eyes.
They continue. They sort of like go hushed and like sort of look at each other awkwardly, and they look over at you. So one of them speaks up. He's wearing a bowler hat. Has like a heavy set of dark mutton chops. Yeah, what are you looking at, mate? Can we help you?
I'll flash him a coin.
I look like a fucking prostitute.
You look like you got some information for me, is what you look like.
Alright, I'm listening.
I've got a friend who works up around here. And I need someone to keep an eye on him for me.
You're saying you're looking for a spy?
Well,
You want someone to tail
Yeah.
someone?
in a few more words than that, but essentially, yeah.
What's the coin? I certainly hope it's not a single gold coin.
This is flash money, mate. Just get your attention. Of course, it's gonna be more than a single gold coin. Oh. I'll give you. What's the lowest I can go?
What's your intention? So you want him to follow someone? Is that what you
Yeah.
want?
And just general information. I'll give you 5 gold a day.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion, where's that?
That's with P.
You're gonna have to do better than that, mate.
Well, then you have to come back with the counter offer. Then I've given you mine.
10.
Sorry. Did I thought I heard you just say 10 gold a day to tail someone.
10 or 1 PP. That's what we call platinum up here, mate.
Yeah, no, I got it. I'm not an idiot.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
Rook zips his pants back up.
I mean, what, you're asking one of us to take out the time out of our entire day to stake someone out?
Not your whole day. I'm saying, just keep your tabs on him, and if he does anything suspicious, goes anywhere he shouldn't, then just let me know. All right?
Goes anywhere fucking should. What? I don't understand.
Right. I'm gonna come out and say it. I'll give him the gold coin that I'm holding. Just as a token. Say, now that you are under my employ, I know that I can trust you, and of course there will be more gold coming. My target's Rollo de Kenneth. If you know him.
The Kenneth. Don't know him. Know the name. The Kenneth. Don't know any Rollo.
Well, Rollo is heading up the construction of the Moonwell Tower. Just,
Oh, the geezer in the newspaper!
that's the one.
Alright, what's the point?
But yeah.
Oh,
Well, he's yeah, I mean, the whole point is he's up to some real shady shit, right? And it's a bit hard for me to get close to him because he knows what I look like and how I operate and everything about me, pretty much. So it's been right shit fest to try and get any information out of that place. But he's meant to be doing construction up there, and I have a suspicion he's got some shady dealings going inside the Moonwell Tower itself, and perhaps in other places in the area. But all I'm looking for is to see if there's anyone that he's meeting with regular like, or anyone he's meeting with that perhaps you think is a bit out of the ordinary.
Right, so you want... What, so we just sit outside the tower all day?
I mean, you do whatever you like, but make sure you keep tabs on him, really.
Well, where's he coming from?
I would know this, wouldn't I? Where he lives.
Well, you know, his residence is at the Kenneth Enclave in Dragon's Towers, but you also know the workshop is down in the Cogs.
Yeah. Yeah, I will relay pretty much all of the pertinent information about Rollo to these guys.
Right. Well, that's a pretty big job. If you want us moving between, you know, different levels of the city, moving around so much, I think we're gonna have to renegotiate here. 10 gold a day plus expenses.
What expenses are you looking for?
What if he gets on a sky coach? We got to get on with him. What if we go buy some snacks? Get hungry on our stakeout.
Well, we will still negotiate the 10 gold if we're being real about it. So how about this? Call it 10 gold flat, and you buy your own sky coaches and snacks.
The gnomes all turn and sort of mutter between themselves for a few seconds, and eventually, like, they shrug, turn around, and it's like, all right, you got yourself a deal. How long do you want us to do this for?
A week. Well, 9 days.
90 gold pieces? Are you sure?
I assume that's all you've got in your bank account, Kyle?
No, I have more than that, but that's up until the next gala, or the wedding.
Mm.
And I only need information until then.
Well, I guess it's $90 base, and then plus expenses, so it could be upwards to 150
Oh, and
gold.
it's included.
No, no, no. We
expenses.
just negotiated that they pay their own expenses.
Oh.
Look,
nice.
I can give you about half of that if you want.
I don't need your money, mate.
Okay, I'll keep it in my pocket. Hey, I'm just trying to get involved.
This is my thing, so it's out of my pocket.
Alright, mate, then we'll
Okay.
shake on it. And we'll take 10 gold down right now.
How about I'll give you half now,
What do you mean?
as a show of thanks.
Oh, you mean half of the entire 7 days, 9 days?
Yeah, if that's alright, that will stop us meeting up every day to me to keep paying you.
Oh, fair enough. We'll do it that way then. We don't get our halfway payment, we stop surveilling.
That seems completely reasonable. Alright, I'll hand him 4 platinum and 5 gold.
Alright then.
And if you see anything, oh, I should have done that before.
What?
I'm sorry, Brandon. Meet me here tomorrow morning for a first little update, and I'll have a present for you.
Alright then. The gnome sort of turns to the group and he's like, alright, Pip, you're on first shift then. Hop to it. And fuck off! Ah, you're too-
Finish the conversation.
he just walks off like muttering. He's like, oh, get yourself a coffee, you twat!
Alright, cheers, fellas. I'll see you here, say, break of dawn tomorrow.
Alright, mate, we'll be here.
Alright. And I'll leave.
Alright. Anybody else want to do anything with the day?
Does Zero have any contacts in House Madani here?
He does not. Because, like, Sierra fled to the city to get away from the house. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, does not have any contacts here. You just try it. He wanted to keep a low profile.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go to the House Madani bureau anyway.
Alright.
Oh,
I believe they're in Dragon Towers as well. Check.
Where is Dragon Towers, Josh?
In Middle Central.
Ah, right. Ah, yeah. There's so many bloody districts in Shan.
Yeah, so there is a House Madani outpost in Dragon Towers. Are you heading there?
Yeah.
Alright. So you make your way what are we, down 1 and 2, so it takes an hour for you to make your way to Dragon Towers. And you move to basically like this centralized area where all the dragon marked house enclaves are. You make your way up to the House Madani building. It's a very sort of secure and locked down building. No windows. There is a sort of decent sized garden within a courtyard, with fenced off with sort of a 8-foot tall sort of iron barred fence with like harsh points at the top of them, and a large gate. Gate is open, and you see there are people sort of coming in and out. Most of them very sort of businesslike, carrying briefcases, or just dressed in, you know, fairly formal clothes. As you make your way up the garden path and you push open these very sturdy ebony wood doors, and you get the familiar feeling of passing through Asmodani sort of security enchantments as they wash over you. You feel a little prickle in your dragon mark as you feel them sort of detecting one of the house agents entering. You walk up to the front desk. There's a very nicely dressed half-elf, very dark skin, very high-collared jacket he's got on with the collar popped, and a very low-cut t-shirt underneath. Very low v-neck, revealing his dragon mark sort of in the center of his chest. Hello, welcome to House Madani, agent. What can I do for you?
I need to... Sorry, before I do that, so what sort of resources does House Madani typically have in a city?
It depends what you're after. I mean, the House Madani mostly specialize in people. Their detectives and their inquisitors and bodyguards are their sort of product. So it's mostly just their enclaves are usually more or less just places for their agents to come and pick up, pick up or drop off paperwork or meet with potential clients.
I'm looking into the murder of a fellow agent of the house. I just wanted to see if you had anything here that I could, any materials here that I could add to my, list of evidence.
Sort of cocks an eyebrow at you, looks up from his papers. Like, who died?
Taran de Medani. He was from Vatharon. He was murdered here in
Yes, I recall a few months ago. Found dead in the tavern, up a Jura. Throat cut. Multiple bloody lacerations. And let me see, if I recall, innkeeper was beaten, hidden behind the desk. What information did you need?
What information have you got? I've just arrived here. I just wanted to see if anyone's already done any work on this, so I'm not retracing steps of previous investigators.
Right. I take it you're from a different enclave then?
From Vatharon, yeah.
Ah, I see. Alright, just wait here a minute. I'll go check the archives. He stands up from his seat and walks through a door out back. Feel free to join me if you want.
I will.
He leads you out back. You step into a room, sort of very dimly lit with some floating Everbright lanterns casting a low flickering light. Rows and rows and rows of filing cabinets. As you move along them, some of them full of documents. You see some of them marked evidence, some of them marked dangerous on the inside. He makes his way over to sort of the recent area.
While we're walking that way, I just want to cast my eye over the other bits of evidence and whatever as I'm walking past. Does anything is there anything marked Urtain family or Noctis or Jairus de Jurasco.
No, you don't spot anything like that.
Cool.
He makes his way over and, alright, it should be here, around here somewhere. We got...
Thank you. I'll find it.
No, don't mind, mate. Here we go. It's, this one. Upper Jura. This year. He, pulls open the filing cabinet. Roll an insight check for me.
Ugh.
As the filing cabinet
Yucky.
opens, you feel a prickle in the back of your neck in your dragon mark. It seems that he does as well. He sort of like touches his hand to his chest. That was odd.
I turn around and have a look behind me.
There's nothing behind you or anything.
Oh, yeah. Zero, like, yeah,
You feel that too?
puts his hand on the back of his neck. Yeah.
Someone alarm this fucking cabinet. Why?
I cast See Invisibility.
You don't spot anything invisible in the room. You just see the guy, he just shrugs it off and he goes, I don't know, maybe management enchanted it or something. He begins to flick through the files inside the cabinet. Alright, here we go. Karen de Madani. That's odd. Looks like most of the files been removed. There is something in here though. It says that 2 agents of the Shan Watch in charge of the investigation by the names of Detective Argus and Norris. It's got their report here. You want to take a look at it?
Please, yeah.
Here you go. Yeah, I'll make a copy. He takes it back to his desk. Whips out a blank piece of paper. Casts Mage Hand. And a quill begins to copy down the paper in a matter of seconds at a rapid rate. And he hands it to you. There you go, mate.
Thanks. I like pocket it.
Sorry, what was your name?
Zero. No, shake hands with it.
Zero. Blanca.
Nice to meet you.
Well, good luck with the investigation.
Thanks.
Be here if you need anything else.
Sorry, I'm just looking at my spell list.
Oh. So much intrigue, boys.
Has he gone back to his desk?
Yeah.
Alright. He can't see me from where I am, right?
Are you like outside or something? Or?
I thought I'm still in the archives, right?
Oh, okay. If you wanted to go, oh well. You would ask like why you want to go back into the archives, but.
Oh, I assumed we hadn't left yet.
Oh, well, okay, right. So he sort of copied it. Okay, came back, and then, well, I guess he sort of stands there waiting for you to leave as well.
Is there a...
But you would have had it, like a minute or two when he ducked away to his desk to copy it.
Okay, cool. tell me if I can do this. I want to cast Glyph of Warding on this file cabinet,
Right.
or this file specifically,
Does that explode?
and I want to. No, you can choose whether it explodes or it stores a spell.
Oh, okay, right.
And I want to store my Clairvoyance spell in it.
Ooh, keep ping clairvoyance into the chat for me.
Glyph of Warding. Cast time, Justin.
10 minutes, right?
An hour.
An hour? Fuck! Okay. That's disappointing.
Size.
Why can't I show
And
this?
it consumes 200 gold worth of.
Oh yeah, if it's got a monetary value on a reagent, you need to have the reagent.
Okay.
If Zero was planning for this in advance, we can sort of retcon it and say that, like, he went out and bought it first.
No, I wasn't planning this in advance. It was only when you said that this cabinet had been alarmed.
Right.
So yeah, I was not planning it. So don't worry.
No, Sarah was planning for it to be alive.
But now. Okay, that's fine then. I won't do anything else.
Okay.
I just want to ask him if there was is there a log of someone came here and got the files that are now missing.
I'm afraid not, mate.
Surely they keep records. So, well, how do you know that there were more files?
Because I just checked, because it was weird that files have been removed, and it looks like also the log for that day has been scrubbed.
That's a pretty significant violation of protocol, isn't it?
I have to agree with you, and I am wondering whether it's a good idea to report this to management or not. One of those, am I sticking my nose in some place where it shouldn't be kind of deal.
I give him this disappointed almost look. It's like, come on, that's what we do.
Isn't your little dragon mark sense tingling like mine is, like imminent danger?
Yeah, maybe. Right.
You're right though.
Take care, Blanca.
Maybe I should report it. I'll think about it.
You make a good point. Alright, I'll leave. Sorry, what were the names of those two detectives again in the Shan Watch?
Argus and Norris.
Argus. That's cool. And then, yeah, while I'm walking back... Fucking load faster. See, invisibility lasts for an hour, so I'll be on the lookout.
Okay.
Just to see if I'm being followed by anything.
Alright, roll a perception check. You don't spot you don't feel like spot anything that is following you in any way. At one point, you spot a homunculus fly overhead with a cloak of invisibility, but just the usual House Civis doing House Civis things.
Mm-hmm. Actually, but I will then go and procure the stuff to do like the Glyph of Warding Clairvoyance combo.
Ooh. What is it? The reagent?
Incense.
For which one? Cliff of Warding is incense and powdered diamond, and then clairvoyance also has material components.
All right. Well, I believe you have. Wait, who hoards all the coupons from the newspapers?
I'm assuming Zero would have.
What?
Yeah,
Coupons.
That's right. I had a half off coupon for the Featherfall token.
Was
Damn it.
that from that was a particular shop though, wasn't it? Wasn't actually from Sundry.
No, it was in the paper.
Yeah, to use the ticket though,
Had to go.
didn't
To
you go to a certain place like that because he's a fence. Like he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll take these.
But yeah, if it's easy enough to find a shop for the reagents for that spell. So yeah, just 200 GP.
Yep. Oh, and I need 100 GP for clairvoyance. So.
Fuck. Is it consumed by the spell? Does it says if it's consumed after it?
It doesn't say anything for clairvoyance.
What is the reagent for clairvoyance?
A glass eye.
Okay, yeah. So you can just keep using that.
Well, you could just use your spellcasting focus, unless if it doesn't
No,
actually.
it's got a monetary value, so he has to have it. Like it's a reagent.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. A focus with at least 100.
Yeah. So yeah, Zero will assemble the bits for that trap.
Cool. Alright, so you got your reagents.
And I'll just head back to the. I'll meander about for a little bit in case I am being followed.
Right.
And then eventually make my way back to the house.
Alright, cool. So like an hour or two later, and then head back.
Yeah.
Alright. The Blanca looks up as you're walking in. He's like, oh, hello, Sarah. Back again?
What? Sorry?
I think he said he went back, as in back to the house, not back. To
Oh, right. I thought you meant going back to the house on
Not
Cleve.
back to House Madani. No,
sorry.
back to our house.
Yeah, I misunderstood.
Our apartment, sorry.
Alright,
Yeah, Ivory Towers, boys.
Yeah, sorry, back to the apartment is what I meant.
Alright, back to the apartment. Okay, cool.
Ronan hasn't destroyed the place while we've been gone.
He's been asleep this whole time.
Alright.
Enjoying it.
Just trying to get rid of his sickness.
Old fella's gonna get sick of you pretty soon. You've been sleeping a lot.
We're vibing, man. Got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
Doesn't know barely who I am, except for his interactions I had with Kishana, I guess.
Do you guys have anything else you want to do? Your downtime?
The only other thing I was going to do, aside from all that information stuff, is go back down to the cogs and look for a way up into the Moonwell Tower.
Right, from the cogs. Or do you mean from the sewer that you got lost in for 8 hours, or do you mean from?
Yeah, is that in the cogs or?
That was in the cogs, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna start because that room with the thumping heart was directly below the Moonwell Tower.
Right, yeah. But you
And
gonna wander down there
also-
alone, or you gonna?
Oh, I'll ask the boys if they want to come with me.
I will say this: Ronan will not go anywhere until he's feeling much better. So it's gonna be this is the third day, so it's gonna be at least until after tomorrow that he's gonna feel comfortable going anywhere that he knows it will probably be combat.
What about?
He's a sicky little boy.
What about
Tom hurt.
tomorrow, mate? You reckon you'll be feeling alright tomorrow?
I can see. I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Oh,
Spoiler: he won't be okay.
Oh, whoa! We just got a big raid.
yeah.
The dreaded GM has just
Oh,
raided
shit.
us with 22 people. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We're just real deep into an Eberron session with not a single combat yet tonight. It's been a lot of talk, and we brought one of our party members back to life who died last session. What's up, everyone?
And now
Holy man, there's so many people!
You said
Is this
no
what
comment.
being famous is like?
Hey guys, we can change the no combat situation if we go down to the cogs.
All I'm saying
that.
is we just fast forward an extra day and then we can go straight down there and start combating.
Yep. Alright, well there is something I want to do then if we're fast forwarding a day, and that is during the night I'd like to craft, sorry Josh, I will take that armor that I just gave you away.
God damn it, man! Toy with my heart!
I'm so sorry. And I'll craft some sending stones.
Sending stones. Alright.
Yes, because I would like to give one of them to old mate, my information boy, who I didn't actually.
Oh,
get
to
his
the
name.
gnomes.
The gnome there.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, so I'll head down there and
And meet with him.
meet with him. I would also like to make
A big sneeze.
It was a big sneeze.
I'd like to make one of the sending stone that I'm going to give him. I want it to smell like a nice roast dinner. I'll tinker around and try and find.
So he just has the smell of gravy wafting out of his pocket throughout the day. Alright. He sort of like, as he hands the sending stone to him, you see him sniff the air a little bit, and he's like, turns around, he's like, hey, you boys feel like a plate of full relish? I'm hungry all of a sudden. They all sort of murmur to each other in agreement. It's like, yeah, and they all just wander off to a nearby a cafe.
Do you know how to use that thing, right?
Yeah, you send it, speak it. Come on, mate.
All right,
I'm
it's just
from-
I've met some people who don't know how to use them.
Hey, just because Uldark was technologically inert.
I don't think that was.
That was a zero dig right there.
Oh, is it? I thought Uldark did it.
I'll just say, just before we go on, just one more big thank you to Dreaded GM for the raid. And before he goes off for dinner, I hope your Thursday wrap-up was awesome tonight. I'm sorry I couldn't tune in. Because, we moved out. We're just, for the next... this week and next week, we're doing our Friday sessions on Thursday. Thank you very much, guys. Alright, so are we resting till the next morning? And then putting the plan in action?
So like not to metagame and stuff like that, but like realistically, Ronan doesn't want to do anything until
Yeah,
he
you want to
feels
rest till you don't have resurrection sickness anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Correct. Yep.
So that would be 2 more sleeps.
Yep.
So if you guys,
bit.
you want to have
Or
2 more days of downtime before heading down to the cogs.
I think it'll be worth it. Honestly, like having him at -1 is like one of our mainline fighters.
Yeah,
It's gonna be pretty spicy.
it is. And I don't want to push Ronan to do stuff when he's not feeling good, but
Yeah.
considering I just died,
time.
Yeah.
I can't die.
Well, you can.
Well, yeah, not again. Sorry. I'd really like to not die again.
That's fair. All right. Well, yeah. I'm with resting for 2 days. I mean, Chet doesn't got anything to worry. Really.
Yeah, plus your gnomes might uncover something.
That is true. I kind of want to take stuff into my own hands though. Alright. If we're not going to go down until... So if we rest this day, and then tomorrow Ronan still wants to rest, right?
So it could be the 15th to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
It'll
so
be-
on the 14th, which is tomorrow.
It'll be the morning of the 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It
Okay,
was-
tomorrow then I'd like to go to Lower Tavix,
Yep.
and try and break into the Moonwell Tower.
Jesus, are you
Ooh.
fucking...
Kyle!
What time of day? So I will say the day is, well, Lower Tavix Landing is more or less obscured for the sun from the sun in most of it anyway. But it is a completely overcast day with light drizzles. So there is kind of like people are trying not to be on the streets. What time of day are you going to try this?
Probably like a few hours past dawn, if it's raining.
Like in daylight?
Like before the sun gets high enough to like illuminate the streets from on high.
Like I said, like most of the streets are sort of lit by lanterns and artificial light. Like,
but they'd be
that
lit
low.
all the time, right?
Yeah.
Not just during the day.
Well, yeah.
Do you give us a heads up of what you're doing?
I actually only give Chet a heads up. I'll take you aside in our apartment. Look, mate,
Wow, man.
Only because I
How
know
can my own son betray me?
he does do some real shady shit with me. So
I'm still confused of whether the biological relation between Rook and... Anyway. Yeah, what is it you want, Rook?
only because I know Chet. If I tell Chet to smash something, he will.
I'll do my very best. Don't you mind me.
All right, so I don't want to like go too far into it, but we're wasting so much time. I mean, look, we've got to wait for Ronan to heal. I get that, but it just we can do stuff while he's getting better, right?
Well, it depends if we walk into something a bit half-cocked or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't go right down into the cogs because we know that place is full of whatever bullshit.
Some fine beastlies, yeah.
Whatever. But if we just, stick around Lower Tavix, we can just make a run for it if anything nasty happens, alright?
And it's not gonna end up like last time where we ended up having to fight people on the street.
I don't have to answer that question.
Well,
Is Rook not scared at all after the last time he went to the moon tower?
To the Moonwell Tower.
But that was at the top of Upper Tavix.
And you think that any other level of the moon tower is not going to be as heavily as guarded?
Well, we
Look.
checked it out last like
You
a
didn't
couple
see
of days
anyone going. You didn't see anyone going in. Actually,
Yeah.
I can't have this. Ronan's asleep, so.
Yeah, I'm not even talking to you about it, and I knew you would say shit like that. So
look, honestly,
Because it's
I'd feel a lot happier if the others were coming, but I see the options are, if you're going today, very slim. With the other two turning up, with Ronan still recovering from his let's say close to death incident, and Zero, well, I don't think Zero's gonna come.
I mean, look, Zero's great, but he's not
I know
gonna
I'm just here
smash
for
the window
muscle.
if I ask him to.
I'm aware that I'm just here for muscle. So I'll tell you what, as long as you don't bite off more than you can chew, I'll come with you.
How about
If
this?
you know it starts getting a bit, bit dicey, you just gotta be like a fly off the handle.
How about we do it this way then? I'll take point, but at any stage you can just tell me that we have to get out of there. I promise I'll listen to you.
Oh god.
Look, if this ends up being like a disaster, I'm gonna be like the old lady who fell off the wagon.
I don't know what that means.
Dead?
Dead?
Nah, she was madder than a wet hen.
What does that mean, Chet?
Alright, where are we going then?
Alright, follow me, mate.
Uh,
We're going out for pancakes.
Yeah, I really like those circular sons of bitches.
Alright.
I think they bought it. Let's go. Yep. Let's go over yonder.
Alright, so you make your way down to Lower Tavix Landing. Who scouted out the lower level last session? Which two of you? Chet and Zero. Alright, so Chet
Yep.
at least knows the layout of the lower area. So the lower area was in Black Arch. And what, as you recall, a heavily sort of Shan Watch populated area, as it's a militarized district. But Chet, you were able to suss out basically several possible points of entry. Roll stealth checks for me.
I certainly can. As the first roll I've done of the night.
No longer at disadvantage. 400 gold well spent.
All right, so you managed to goddamn +9 to your stealth check. You
Yeah, boy.
managed to subvert the patrols. Chet took pretty good note of the interval of the patrols when he was staking it out the day before, and you found a possible entry. Boarded up in part of the unused section of the tower that was damaged during the war. But it looks like you two could possibly break in. First, well, how do you want to do it? So it's basically a door, probably locked, but also boarded up. So you're going to need a strength check, apparently with advantage, with your crowbar.
I will give it to Chet. So
Yeah, I got this.
use those long arms of yours for leverage, yeah?
Yeah, I take a 5-foot step back, pick up the crowbar. Put the crowbar in between, look left, look right, and then I'll give it a pry. I'll give it a good old pry. And that's with advantage?
That is with
I don't know
advantage.
I'll apply my advantage to this roll. Yep.
Alright, yeah, Chet puts his bugbear back into it and wrenches the boards off with ease.
Yep.
Now you find yourself with a fairly secure locked door. It's gonna need some thieves' tools. Unless you want to just
Well,
try and
luckily I
bust it
bought-
down. It's up to you.
Well, it's gentleman's choice at this point. I'm more than happy to try and pick this lock, but if you want me to just put my foot in that there handle, I can give that a go too.
I'll give him my nice set of thieves.
No, I want to brush off the dust on these buggers. I lift it up and realize there's still blood stain on it, so I'll just wipe that off and give this a bit of a go. So this is with plus. If it's a dex, I'll use my longbow thing because it's gonna be plus. It's 3. Oh no, why is that plus? No, that's gonna be different. There's something else. Okay, adding my proficiency to this, which I think is a +3 now. 'Cause I am a level. So that's +3 on top of that
19?
for my proficiency.
Easy. You
Yes.
insert your thieves' tools into the lock. You put in the torque wrench and then insert the pick. You hammer it round for a few seconds, and then there's a satisfying click, and the door
Yeah.
slides open.
Well, ain't that the berries? All right, we got access.
Are there any pebbles on the ground, Josh, or just like loose bits of?
Yeah, there's
stone?
plenty. There's plenty of. Well, as you open the door on the inside, there's plenty of rubble.
All right.
How's the lighting situation?
Dark. You can see fine with your
Good.
dark vision. You can't see
Mhm.
anything.
Well,
Rook, you best stay here. I'll give you a. I'll tweet like a bird, and you can come forth through with whatever sight you need.
all right. Be careful, mate.
I pull out my longbow at this point and knock an arrow and start wandering in, very slowly.
All right. So as you,
If you'd like me to roll another stealth, I can.
no, that's fine. We'll use the same check. So
Gravy.
you push the door open. On the inside, small cracks of light streaming into the room from areas on the south-facing wall that would have faced the hilt. Massive damage that would have been caused from the onslaught of Siren ships that had entered the bay so many years ago. Now boarded up, but just sort of thin slivers of sunlight coming through, or at this point it's so overcast outside it's barely anything, so still complete darkness. But Chet, you see in front of you just a maze of rooms, stairwells, and plazas, all littered with rubble. Some furniture still here and there. But it looks like, yeah, it hasn't been used since it was boarded up. Can I
Can't
get
find any footsteps or anything like that.
roll an investigation check?
Investigation. Ooh. Where I start rolling badly, that's a 6.
You don't see any signs of activity.
You can, yeah, that means you can come in now. Shoot. Okay. I know I'll be quiet. Don't flabbergash me. I can't see no one in here.
I'll pick up a pebble, Josh, and infuse a little bit of magic in it to make it shed bright light within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
And then I'll just use that, hold it like this in my hand, and use it as a directional light source.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm like at least 30 feet away from him if he's doing that.
Okay.
Like avoid, like if he's got a light source on him, I will try and stick to more of the shadows, and I will put effort in.
Alright. So you're basically moving about on the inside what was essentially a shopping center before. Like a plaza with cafes, taverns, maybe some small residences here and there, but mostly shops. Now all boarded up, closed. Looks like maybe some looters did break in here at some point during the war, and you know there's nothing left of the contents of the shops or anything. Roll an investigation check, Rook. It lingered on the 17 and then rolled into the 3. Oh, that's a bummer. So you look around for sort of any signs of connection, to the upper level, to Middle Tavic's Landing and eventually Upper Tavic's Landing. There is sort of old, defunct, the levitating lifts that are so common, like throughout the city, still there. Not sure if they're inactive or not. You could try and activate them if you wanted to. Staircases leading up. It looks like some effort has been taken to separate the lower half of the tower from the middle half of the tower. Like the staircases lead up to doorways that are boarded off. Looks like they have tried to compartmentalize it.
Yeah.
But you don't see any sign of activity, anything coming, going.
Alright. I'm gonna... Chat.
Yep.
Let's go.
Alright. Do you want me to take lead?
I mean, let's leave, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can leave.
Yeah, we've got an idea.
Alright. I'll start creeping back up. As we leave and we close the door.
Yes, but we'll close the door and put the boards back on so that it looks locked and boarded up.
Right.
But obviously, it's not.
Right.
Try and make it look like we hadn't broken in, but be able to still open it up if we need to.
Yeah. Cool. And you managed to stealth your way out of the district without attracting the attention of the watch.
Yeah, boy.
Successful infiltration.
Shit, well that's like the best we've ever done at that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, when you play to your strengths, that's usually the result that you get.
I mean,
Don't
my
go into
strengths
something
are-
half-cocked.
I'm making things and hucking rocks at things. Not really good at walking around in the dark, but seem to have pulled it off this time.
Yep. Also helps with that silent-like armor you have on. So it's looking quite dashing on you, if I must admit.
Well, thanks.
If I do declare, even.
Oh, yeah, you got a breastplate now, so it's not a disadvantage anymore.
Not a disadvantage. It's like
Yeah, you're looking
already,
slicker than.
literally already worth the investment.
Yeah, and Chet kind of looks you up and down and just says, "You're looking slicker than a snot on a doorknob."
That's a
Keeps
good
walking
one. That's the
confidently.
first one of his idioms. I've actually got. Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense.
None of the wet head is so good. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Well,
good.
even
That was
a-
a good one too.
Yeah. Or even a blind hog finds an acorn now and then.
Oh no, we're back to it.
So do you guys head back to your apartment?
Yeah.
Alright. And long rest again for the next day, or do you have some banter you want to do?
Yeah,
or?
I want to take those other two aside.
I got a question.
Mhm.
When I went to the House Madani Enclave a few days ago,
Right.
did I see their like logs when Blanca like checked it to see that they'd been purged from that day?
Yeah.
What did the logs look like? Like, is it just a book
It was
with
a book, yeah.
like?
Yeah.
What was it written in?
It's in ink.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a joke.
That was written in
So
ink.
preemptively laughed.
I thought the question was like, is it common? Or...
Why do you
No,
ask?
I'm thinking that like. And was that page missing, or had it been
No,
just
the entry itself had been scrubbed. And
so like magically erased?
lifted, yeah.
Would there still be an indentation on the page behind it?
No, part of the magic.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it had never been written on.
I want to go see Argus and Norris in the Shan Watch.
Alright. So, off their report, you can see that they're stationed, I believe Daggerwatch is the Upper Jura district, the militarized Upper Jura district, where the large portion of the Jura Shan Watch operate from. So, is this the next day? Or...
Is this the 14th or the 15th, Justin?
Yeah.
We're in the
This can be
Same day
Same
that
time as us,
Rook and
eventually,
Chet
or-
went, or?
yeah.
Alright.
But before I leave, I'm going to. What do I want to make it with? I'm just gonna get like a blank piece of paper.
Yep.
And yeah, fold it up, and I'm gonna use Glyph of Warding and Clairvoyance on that, and then I'm gonna put that in an envelope, and I'm gonna take that with me.
So can you ping the Glyph of Warding spell into the chat for me?
Okay.
So sorry, what did you put in the envelope?
A blank piece of paper with Glyph of Warding on it.
Right, and put it in an envelope.
And in that ward, I'm storing Clairvoyance.
Right. This is cool. Oh, it's a long entry. When you cast a spell, you inscribe a glyph that later unleashes a magical effect. You inscribe it either on a surface or within an object. You conceal the glyph. The glyph can cover an area no larger, blah, blah, blah. The glyph is nearly invisible, requires an investigation check against your spell save DC, which is what?
14.
14. To be found. You decide what triggers the glyph when you cast a spell. For glyphs inscribed on a surface, the most typical triggers include touching. So what's the trigger?
So I've folded this piece of paper when
Yeah.
it gets open.
Okay. You decide when you cast a spell for glyphs inscribed on the surface, the most typical triggers. Blah, blah. Further find the trigger. Alright. When you inscribe the glyph, choose explosive runes or a spell glyph.
Spell glyph,
spell
obviously.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Did Zero just get radicalized? You can store a prepared spell of 3rd level or lower in the glyph by casting it as part of creating the glyph. The spell must target a single creature or an area. The spell being stored has no immediate effect. When the glyph is triggered, the spell's... Okay. The clairvoyance. You create invisible sensor.
Wait. I can't do Clairvoyance.
Why not?
Because I have to have been where I want to be.
You have to be within
let me
a
see
mile of it.
You create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you. A place you have visited or seen before, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you. The sensor remains in place for the duration and can't be attacked. When you cast a spell, you choose seeing or hearing. You can use the chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in its space. As your action, you can switch between seeing and hearing. Okay, so the spell being stored.
Basically, so I want to go to the Shan Watch. This is my plan, and you can tell me if it's not going to work.
Right.
I'm like going to go to the Shan Watch thing, and I'm going to talk. Well, I want to talk to Argus and Norris. If they're not there, I'm going to leave this like envelope for them and be like, give this to them when they get back or wherever they are.
Okay.
And so it will get triggered when they open it.
Well,
Does that make
so
sense?
what I'll say is when they trigger it, if they're in a place that's familiar to you, so if they open it like in the Dagger Watch hold where they're stationed, it will go off because you're familiar with the place. If they open it in, what is it? In an obvious location unfamiliar to you. So if they just open it in the streets or something, it'll work. Yeah.
That's fine. And if they're in some secret place that I don't know about, is it just gonna, it'll still pop, but nothing will happen?
Yeah, it'll just fizz, yeah.
Sweet, I'm fine with that.
Alright. Either a dual horn. Sweet. And... oh wow, and the glyph consumes the 200 GP of reagents. The clairvoyance reagents remain.
Clairvoyance does not.
Yeah, it doesn't get consumed. Alright, sweet. Done.
Pound of diamond, Jesus, we've gone through a lot of diamond this session. It's almost 1,000 gold pieces.
We should invest in diamond stock because we know it's about to go up.
Alright, and you head from Ivy Towers over to Dagger Watch, which is an hour on foot. Alright, and report. So, it is a fairly, it's Jura's headquarters of the Shan Watch for the Jura area of Shan, even though they rarely go down to middle and lower Jura. But it's pretty well fortified.
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, that's lame. Okay. Never mind, I'll scrap that. I was just reading the text of the Glyph of Warding.
Right.
If the object you cast it on is moved too far from where you cast the spell, the glyph is... So, never mind. We'll scrap that. I'll just go see him.
Okay. That's a bummer. Alright, cool.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So you head over. Basically, it has sort of a staging area at the front of the fort where large areas of the guards can mobilize and disperse into the city. There's like a portcullis that is open at the time. You see people coming and going about on certain business, mostly members of the watch. And they seem to be mostly traversing between there and a tavern nearby. As you move in, there is a guard sort of steps out as you approach the double front doors of the fort. Alright, what's your business?
I'm here to see Detective Argus. Or
Argus.
Detective Norris, if either of them are in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw them both come in. I think they just got back from the coffee run. Head on in. You go inside to the left and down to the pig pen.
Thank you. These guys are going to be like the two fucking incompetent idiots, aren't they?
You
Rocker 99, like two other guys.
Yeah.
Was it Sully? Yeah, I guess Scully.
Yeah.
You walk inside the fort, take the left, as told, and you move down into what he described as the pig pen. And it seems to be, like a large communal office area full of the detectives of the Shan Watch, the men who go out and investigate the city rather than just patrolling and protecting. You walk in.
Do they have nameplates on the desks?
There is not at the moment. There is not. A few of the detectives sort of look up to you as you walk in, and just kind of like look back down to their work and go about their business.
answered there's no... well, are there people carrying a bunch, like handing coffees out to people?
You spot one portly man over in the corner, fairly dark-skinned, with a large brown mutton chops that goes into a chopper-reed sort of handlebar. Standing there, he's probably the only person in the room who was making noise when you walked in. He seems fairly boisterous, standing there holding a coffee as he's sort of jostling around, telling a joke to one of his colleagues. The coffee's just sort of spilling all over the place as he's just erratically moving around. He's like, hey, and then I put him in a wheelchair. Oh, come on, laugh, Davis. Seems to be the other one you spotted holding a coffee.
I will start walking over to him.
He turns, sees you walking, turns to you. He's like, "Aye, can I help you?"
Hi, looking for Detective Argus.
Argus?
Or, and I like pretend to think about it for a sec. Or, Norris?
Aye, you be looking at him. I'm Detective Norris.
Hi, can I, go to shake his hand. Could I have a moment of your time?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. I know I was pretty busy, just now. I don't know if you heard. Come on over to me desk. Argus! Argus! We have a visitor. Sort of taller man, with very clean-cut, brushed back hair and a toothbrush mustache. Looks up from his desk doing paperwork. He's like, yeah, what is it? Hey, we got a visitor, Argus. Hello, mate. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Ciro. I work for House Madani.
Ooh, a J-man. Well, what can we do for you?
Well, I've just arrived here from out of town, and I was investigating the murder that took place in what district was it, Josh?
It was right here in Clifftop. Next district over.
Yeah, murder that took place in Clifftop a few months ago. The House Madani investigator was murdered. Innkeeper found beaten.
Aye, that poor man at the end with his throat cut.
Yeah.
Right.
The local House Madani branch said that you two gentlemen were taking the case.
Aye, we did. Pay attention, Argus. Take a break from the paperwork for a second.
And I just thought we could compare notes. Don't want to be doing work you guys have already done.
Right. We'll do what we can. It was a pretty short investigation, to be honest. No leads.
So you didn't find anything at all?
Well, no. He'd drawn a strange arrow on the floor with his blood pointed under the bed. We looked under the bed. We didn't find anything. Innkeeper didn't see nothing. Got hit from behind. Unconscious, tied up under the bar. What can we say? Apparently there are a handful of other people hanging out at the inn. They'd gone to see the man, but nobody knows anything about him. I think Innkeeper said it was a strange Sarlonan man in red garb. And an old man. Apparently, he smelt of calcium deposits.
Right. And that was all that you were able to turn up?
Well, yeah, that was about it. I mean, Madani came in, told us we'd done some good work, pat us on the back. That was that.
Do you know who the Madani investigators were.
Aye, elderly man. Hey, what was his name, Argus? Orin. His name was Orin. Aye, Orin. Orin Demadani.
Could you describe him for me?
Fairly elderly half-elf, like yourself. Bald head. A bit of a mustache. Dragon mark on the back of his hand.
We got leads, boys.
Oh yes.
After how long?
A few months.
Yeah. In and out of the game.
And did he have anyone with him?
No. It was just him.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Bought us a coffee.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Detective.
Hey, you're welcome. Mr. Ciro, was it?
Yeah.
Alright then, well, good luck with your investigation.
Thank you very much. Keep up the good work.
Unless
Try not to put too many people in wheelchairs.
I don't know if you recognize them, Josh. They're the two from the newspaper that were like trying to get the cameraman away from the body.
Oh, good.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I'm gonna bring that up. And I'll show you. Where is it? It's just after you guys beheaded those guys.
Oh, there it is.
So the
Alleged
decapitated
beheading.
guys, yeah.
Number 7.
There it
Number
is. Yeah,
7.
number 7.
It is. Fantastic. Right, I do apologize, Josh, but I do.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Yeah.
Whew, 12:09.
Oof.
Alright, cool. Well, so we'll long rest it, unless anyone else wants to do anything with the day, and
Ah, man. Finally got a good fucking lead.
next week we'll pick up with you guys going back to the cogs.
Yes, the only other thing,
No, wait a minute. We're fucking breaking into the Madani Enclave.
we can talk about it.
I want those files.
Actually, we can do that first, yeah.
Let's discuss this next week.
Hey, Josh, would you be mad if I took Ronan's the enchantment off his sword as well as your armor?
Come on, what the fuck?
I can only have 2 infusions.
Dude,
You've already had it for free for all this time.
yeah, I know. It's fine.
And we all know he's given it to his favorite bugbear.
I'm definitely not. I was gonna make a rope of climbing, so that
That's worth it.
if we needed to use it, if we needed to get such a well tower and do some climbing stuff, then
I mean,
We'll deal with it next week.
I'm pretty confident with my +6.